quack, 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 quack. And coming to you live from Townsville, Australia. We have the PondCast. I forgot to mute Twitch. That's... We have...
What the fuck? Are we the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, you've never seen Powerpuff Girls, have you? God,
He said Townsville.
Yeah, Townsville, Australia.
I'm totally Buttercup. Let's be honest here.
oh God, what's the? I'll be the green one.
I want to be.
That's Buttercup, bitch. Get off.
Okay, I'll be the blue one.
Bubbles.
Yeah. I don't want to be the red one.
Well,
Wow.
because you're having Kuro be the red one.
Does that make me the professor or am I the teacher?
You can be the
No,
one.
you're
No, I
Mojo
want to be the
Jojo.
mayor.
Or you can be him. Whatever
Absolutely.
you want.
I want to be a mayor.
It's been a minute of the show and we totally sidetracked. This is beautiful.
He said Townsville. Why did he say Townsville?
Cause anyway,
Anyway,
you were gonna say something?
now go ahead, Yaku. Who's here? Introduce us.
No, what were you gonna think? Okay, we have. I'm going from left to right. We have. Hold on 1 second. We have Blossom, Buttercup, Bubbles, Buttercup, and Mojo.
What?
Welcome
I just rolled
to
with
the
it.
podcast.
I just rolled
Welcome
with
to the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a month. It's been over a month, actually. I think it's been a while.
Yeah,
I feel like-
we're gonna rapid fire 3 episodes at once.
Yeah. I feel like every time we do this, we're like, it's been a while. We're not quite, on schedule. And it's been getting
We have a
worse.
schedule.
We try to have a schedule. We try.
What is schedule?
But yeah, we have a lot to catch up on because I think when we started, we were like, yeah, we're going into VTL. I think VTL had just started.
We were on week 1. I actually checked the VOD. We discussed week 1 of VTL.
Yeah, so we've got like 6 weeks of VTL to catch up on.
VTL's over now.
Yeah,
When we did the last one, we were like, yeah, no, we're starting VTL. VTL's over now. For us,
yeah.
But that's spoilers.
That is spoilers, Yaku. God damn it.
Also, disclaimer for today's show, our sound setup is less than ideal, so if you hear us double, we can't do anything about it.
Kuro and I are in the same room. So we're trying to make it so that we don't echo like with our mics. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So if you hear either of us twice, just blame Milk. It's okay.
Blame me? What do you? Excuse me?
it's Milk's fault. Let's be real.
Fuck you. Lava dong.
Oh god. So
I'm really glad that we're editing this VOD. It's gonna be a nice edit.
Nice and wholesome.
Suddenly, like half of the
Family
intro is
friendly.
gone.
So yeah, we're gonna start with VTL because I mean we were just talking about it. But going into
Cool.
VTL, you did something, Yaku, which was a while ago
I
now.
promoted
Like,
to Diamond 3.
No, God damn it! We already talked about that. You made an article.
I did.
Yeah, which surprised the fuck out of me when it
Wait, you
came
did?
out. Yeah. God damn it! Have you even seen this, Milk? Have you?
Is it the power rank one?
Yeah, the power rankings. Yeah.
That wasn't before VTL?
Yeah, I remember.
That was during
That
VTL.
was like
Oh shit!
probably in the middle.
I think it was just after the PondCast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
Great.
lie.
I think
Okay,
it might have been
so-
after week 2? Question mark.
So about this article, right? I'm not gonna lie. I read this article just to make myself feel better sometimes.
Aww.
I'm like, I
Mission
read, I'm like,
accomplished.
damn, I did pretty good. And then I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'm not rank 1.
Yeah, we read this article and it's like, oh man, we're gonna do so well in VTO, and then here we are.
And spoilers.
But yeah, this was actually really good. Like I didn't expect this. This kind of came out of left field. Like I didn't know you were doing it, but yeah, like it turned out really well, Yaku, for sure.
Yeah, idea came. I don't actually even remember how the idea came into my head, but initially I was having a lot of doubts, like, where am I gonna write this, and what should I do? And then I told Volt about this, and he was like, just write it out. Just fucking write it out, dude. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I remember originally, I think you just posted like a text file of it, and then Kuro took it and she just like formatted it for TL and like added all the icons and stuff like that. Made it look good. But yeah. I still think you undersold yourself, Yaku. Because you didn't say anything about you.
Yeah,
Nah.
but basically Yaku just posted the article in like Google Docs or something and was like, hey guys, I made a thing. And I was like, oh yeah, Yaku is like goofing around or something. And then I actually read it and like, that's a proper article. What is going on here?
Yeah, I remember when I first saw it, I didn't think Yaku. I thought Yaku was just spreading it around. I didn't think he actually wrote it because I'm like, oh, I wonder who wrote this. Like, who did this?
Who the fuck would have wrote it if it wasn't Yaku?
I don't know, like Terran Lord or something. Because it started off with Volt told me to do this, and I'm like, who did Volt tell?
Why
to
would
write this
Volt
up?
tell Terran Lord to write an article about the CranKy Ducklings?
Why would Volt tell Yaku to
you-
write something up? I didn't expect it. But it was great. It was great. I loved it. It was good.
I still like I'm the one with the fucking target on my back.
Well, you're the
I've
one
been,
who
like-
got tweeted at.
I got like I've been gone from like half the VTL.
That was some
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah. It was good.
You
So
can
if you-
read that link somewhere. I'm not sure about updating it, switching the ranks around. Maybe at some point.
Yeah, I dropped ranks. Don't worry.
Did you there?
Yeah. Probably. I think Kata would be 5 now.
I
Maybe?
think Kata deserves. Yeah, like she performed pretty well in the VTL. Like every week she came out like just with zero confidence. She's like, "Fuck, I haven't been playing. Like I hate ZVP. Like I'm not even gonna do a warm up game because if I tilt, then I'm dead." But like she would always come out pretty strong and at least take a map, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. If there was a walkover. But I reckon
This
if
is an overall power rank now.
if you did make another power ranking, like I feel like she would deserve to have more written up about her.
She still needs to
Well-
maybe won me.
I'm just gonna say I actually won a game in the
You
league.
did.
So I deserve some level up too. I have one game on my account.
Okay, keeping it top 5. Because branching out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top 11 would be, that's just work.
Just do a top 10. And then the left word is honorable mention.
Done! Sold!
So we talked about it before. Are you going to make like an updated article now that VTL is over, or like what?
I'm thinking of something a little bit different because I feel like it might be too soon because I want the power rank to be a full-on, power rank where it's like based on relative skill within the clan. I'm thinking of doing a VTL awards, but I have no categories, so
Okay. Yeah, I like it actually. What would some awards be? What do you think, Milk?
Most clutch player.
That's easy. That's gonna be Yaku. Yes.
That's light.
What?
What?
I guess it depends on the definition of clutch, I guess.
Or like most like I don't know, steady player and like wins or something. Consistent, and then MVP and
I got
Consistent MVP, like dark horse or something, like unexpected.
dark
right?
horse.
that one. Yeah. I also got most entertaining player, best game, worst game, best match, but I don't actually remember which match was the best. But
Yeah.
I need a tribunal here for voting.
The most easy clap game.
Woo! Most easy clap series. Oof.
I mean, that's kind of mean, but
I know. It is a bit mean. But yeah, it
like
sounds
give me an
good.
email
Like,
so I can put you on the tribunal. The tribunal consisting of 2 people.
yeah, it does sound cool to do like a VTL wrap up or something. With awards and stuff. Would you be drawing the awards? Oh,
Yes.
Pain.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I
That's a
actually put that
throwback
down
to
in my draft. I have that down in my draft, then.
that's a throwback to something we mentioned on the show before, so you gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yaku has drawn awards in MS Paint in the past. And they came out as you would expect they would.
I still don't know what's
I
the
mean-
actual shape of them.
I mean,
So we've been talking about it. Let's go into it. Let's go into how we did in VTO. Yeah.
we got robbed.
Dude, we sucked. I'm just kidding.
we did pretty well.
We got robbed.
We
did
just didn't make it.
Yeah. To be fair, we were like coming from the last team league we were in,
We
right?
just bottom 2, yeah.
which was I forgot the name, CTL, CSL,
Alpha
LSC,
Team
whatever.
League.
Alpha Team League, whatever.
Yeah.
Like we did pretty well.
We did.
We got stuck in the most stacked group, to be
Mhm.
fair. We
Pretty
took some
much.
games.
We're on a net positive for maps.
Yeah, I do want to point it out
true.
that we're the only team that didn't qualify but has positive score on maps. Just saying.
That's true. That's true. She has a point. Even Guns and Roaches were -1 in map winnings, but they made it through. I don't understand how that math works, but okay.
I think it was because of like
walkovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like map scores got a bit, messed up because of the walkovers.
Yeah, like you can see Born Ghost 2, they have a ridiculous map score, right? 12, like plus 12. But that's because 2 games, like they just won 4-0 because of walkovers.
What? Why were we in that group?
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying. We got stuck in the stacked group. Like
Yeah.
it was gross. Okay. sister team, Psionic, Psystorm Aftermath, right?
Uh-huh.
Fucking Risen, even though we kind of screwed them over in the clan skirmish, but
think
you
they got
know
their
they got
revenge.
like 6 billion members, right? Fucking Confed. Fucking Confed.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Fucking
Yeah,
confed.
we did well, but like it did come down to those 3 weeks where we faced Sonic, Aftermath, Risen, and Confed. Like all three of those series, it went to the ace match.
They were really clutch, yeah.
Yeah, it just came down to our aces, and unfortunately, I'm still disappointed in my game against Sonic Aftermath because if you remember, like I scouted like a zealot all in, like a 2-base zealot.
You got charge lotted, didn't you?
Yeah, I got charge loaded, and I didn't have I only had like 1 spine, and like roaches were just coming out. But
Yeah, I yelled at you because you were making drones.
yeah, I
was
joined
like,
up. Yeah,
Fuck are you doing?
I joined up too hard.
I
and
remember that.
I lost the ace match because of that.
See, but
Confed, yeah.
no, like it shows that we can match up with these mofos, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
We forced them into the ace match. They didn't know what was coming. You know,
Yeah,
they weren't ready to get quacked. Right?
Jesus. What have we done? We got awake milk again. Mistakes were made.
That's sad.
All right.
I'm
They're
glad,
like,
I'm glad I rated
I wanna-
this stream for adults only because the amount of swearing today is just going through the roof.
they're like,
We
who are these
specifically chose
cranky
this time
ducklings,
for
these
milk.
fucking scrubs?
But-
and then we played them, and they're like,
What
who
kind
the
of
fuck are
logo
these
is
cranky
that?
ducklings? What the fuck?
No, but to be honest, like we did enter like a totally unknown clan, and everybody, like I don't want to say that they didn't take us seriously, but like you know, it's just like some random clan nobody heard of, and then like we were on the same level as them, actually like getting close matches and stuff, and like we're actually pretty close to qualifying to the playoffs. So
Yeah, if we were near the group.
And then, I mean, throughout VTL, we picked up another coach. We got another player. We're probably gonna get more players now. Seeing
Are we?
how well we're doing. I don't know. Light, are we getting more players?
We'll see.
We'll see. Well, something's gonna happen, and next season.
Sign up to join our clan.
Next season, it's gonna be easy quack. Because it's like easy clap, but we're ducks. So
Hey.
We got it.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Just going into the games again, like against Risen, that was close as well. If you remember, Milk, that was it was on 16-bit, and it was a TVZ, and you were sieged up, and like
Oh yeah.
you missed the scan, or like you missed his army, and he just went around, and you ended up in a
You
base
scanned
trade.
it, yeah. You scanned
Yeah.
and the scan picked up like 2 Hydralisks, which were part of the larger army.
Yeah, like in
That was
a
kind of bad.
yeah, like in a head-on fight, you would have won, but like you ended up in a base trade, and it was just like
Yeah, it was gross.
It's rough.
yeah,
Tough.
yeah.
But that is on the nominees for best game.
Mm.
I have to talk with my tribunal. Like, give me email.
But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that like some of these games, like we went down to the ace match, and it could have gone either way. Like we could have, qualified. We could have just taken one more series and made it in. But, yeah.
Watch the VODs now over on the YouTube.
Yeah. Most of them are on YouTube. Most of them, not the latest one. Steel still has to cast them. I'll pick Steel after this.
Vault actually did cast the latest one, except he doesn't keep VODs, so
Yeah.
Oh.
And the latest one was pretty good. Like, it was pretty close. It was our game against Confed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to we'll probably play in season 2 of this. I'm not too sure. But we'll do better. We'll do better next
season
season.
3.
We'll make it. Season 3. Yeah, season 3.
VGL season 3.
Playoffs.
Overgrowth.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to be an announcer.
Actually, I just realized that Steel dropped a joke. I'm sad now.
Yeah, after like the 5th time, it was like, what maps are there? Oh well.
Yeah. Did you know that? Right? Because I don't know if you watched the whole broadcast, but like in few Duckling Opens, Steve was trying to do the intro like GSL style, and he always added some kind of map to the name.
But it was always like a really unpopular map, like
Yeah.
Sun Station.
Yeah.
Did he go Fruitland? He better have fucking gone Fruitland.
No.
I don't
God.
think he did.
Damn it, Steel. What are you doing?
Still
Fruitland.
wasn't around for Fruitland. What are you talking about?
Yes,
Wasn't
he
he?
was.
Steel's old as fuck, dude.
Steve was in like forever.
Not in the StarCraft scene. Was he?
Hey, he was
I mean, he was
gold
very
in
more
Wings of
casual
Liberty.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
Plat
Yeah,
in
he
Wings
was
of
super
Liberty.
casual until he was super casual until like last year when we were like we don't have any casters for our thing.
I'm not sure when he started watching competitive games, but
There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah, Fruitland was a GSL map. It wasn't on the ladder.
yeah, it was a GSTL map as well. Yeah, GSL and GSTL.
Yeah.
What's
It's all
it
about the
called,
lemon. It's all about the lemon.
map?
It's your mama's lemon.
Excuse me?
What?
What?
¿Qué pasa?
Anyway, so yeah, that was VTL. You know, we did well for our first showing in VTL.
Games that you need to see. I probably should have made a highlight of this earlier. Oh
Yeah.
well. Blowski versus not that. Sun Tzu versus Milk and Cookies. Need to see that one. That's in week 3 versus Risen. What else? What was it? That one. I think Blowski versus Light, week 2 versus Formula Bearslops. Kura
Kata game.
Oh right, week 1 versus
Week 1.
Bogosu. Catatonic versus Kaidos. I was told that week 7, Yaku versus Kevin was good. I don't really know because I didn't get to watch a cast because Volt doesn't keep. I'm over it.
It was good. It was a good game. It was a good game.
And the game that you can absolutely skip. In fact, if you're gonna watch the Volt versus Formless Bearslops, just completely skip up to Light's game. Don't bother watching anyone else, especially not me.
Yeah, I think you deserve an award for that. By the way, for that game. Just saying. But yeah.
I hope you took that back. Whoever is viewers that list because I don't even remember what I said.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Do you have anything else to say? Like, I don't know. Unfortunately, like Milk, you're still gonna be busy with school probably, so I don't know
Yeah.
how often you're gonna be able to play in these.
Most
We
likely
need
not.
another flat player.
But I do want to. So my Sundays are generally my days off, technically, right? Even though I'm probably going to be studying still. But I would like to set aside some time so we can drill. And even if it's like early morning for me, I will set some time out so we can drill our players. And I'm going to run them all through the dojo until they're sick of me yelling at them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one way to start your day.
Sounds good. We need to set that
Because
up.
if we're really going to do this, we were close this season. And next season, I think we can probably take it.
We need more plat players.
Nah, Kura's gonna be showing up on Sunday to play in Milk's dojo, right?
What?
Yep.
Uh...
Dojo Sundays. Let's go, fam.
Dojo Sundays. Is that a special? A TV special?
Yeah, it's 2 for 1. And if you're
Nice.
a sub to the CranKy Ducklings and you join our Discord, you can also join in on Dojo Sunday.
That is actually a
Marketing
thing.
101.
Like
It is actually.
Dally Cat and Daunted.
Alley Cat.
Yeah.
And my waifus.
No, but like Delicate often plays in those practice sessions actually. So yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
He taught me how to take the game that I should not have taken.
Oh, that's true.
This
That's
concept.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yaku won versus Blink Stalkers because he played against Dolly Cat.
Literally the afternoon earlier. Nelly was like, I don't know this map. I'm just gonna blink all in. And then I was like, what the fuck? How do I hold this? And then I learned how to hold it. And then later that night, my opponent decided to blink all in, and I held it.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's true.
I was like, thank you, Dally.
So
happy.
So other than VTL, a bunch of us have been playing in VSL. I think all of us except for
Milk.
Milk and Career. But that's because you guys are busy. But yeah, like Volt, Claire, Yaku, Kata, Phoenix Tears. Yeah, we're all playing in VSL. And yeah, so how have you been going, Yaku? Like VSL is a pretty unique format.
It's not a tournament in any sort of way. It's literally meant to be like some kind of, well, not really a replacement for ladder, but a place where it's like, get a sense, a more accurate ladder for whoever signs up.
Yeah, so the way it works is that based on your MMR, you're put into groups, and then you play out your groups, and then depending on your placement in those groups, you either advance up to, a group with stronger players, or you get demoted down to a group with weaker players, right? So it's kind of has its own ranking system after the first season, as everyone like advances or moves down in groups. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting system. And unfortunately, Claire and I, we got put in the same group. Yeah. God damn it, Volt. Volt's the one
Stage
making
9.
these groups. Yeah, stage 9.
Stage 9 Group A.
Yeah. And I'm actually not sure who's going to make it out of this group, actually. If we're looking at stage 9, good. Trying to navigate this Wikipedia page. So we've got Claire, Solar, Briolf, and I.
Solar.
Yeah. You should recognize Briolf because he's kind of a regular in SDA. He's a Chilean
quite
player.
a few, yeah.
Yeah.
He's made the finals in at least 2, if I'm wrong.
Recently he made a finals, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. He plays mech. And he beat me. Because he plays mech. God damn it. Milk, I need your mech drills.
I want to point out
Got
that
it.
every tier in the clan except for Milk has like this sort of immediate sort of instinctual disgust towards mech, so Light doesn't get any mech practice.
Look, mech is fun, but I play both. Okay, it depends on what you need. You need mech practice? I got you. Mech practice. Let's go. You need practice with 2-1-1 or 1-1-1? I got you. Let's go. All right. Most of our Terran players in our team always play 2-1-1 in TVZ. I gotta mix it up. It's like we're becoming fucking Psystorm Aftermath here.
I mean,
They have their
wanna
one
pull
build.
comparisons, but I don't wanna bring up the comparisons, but our last two pickups were in fact former Psystorm.
What? Sonic Aftermath.
Psionic.
I'm confused. We
that's
talking
what
about
I
Psystorm? What?
That's what I said. Psystorm Aftermath.
Physics.
Yeah. I actually had my last VSL match like 30 minutes ago.
Literally an hour before we started.
Yeah.
2 hours before we started, Light was like, Yaku, warm me up. And I was like, okay, sure.
We warmed up by playing 2v2s.
The sick as my 16 kills, 1 Widowmine shot.
Yeah. I mean, it worked. It worked.
Happy.
The Wikipedia page hasn't
Should
been
have seen the
updated.
blood. Yeah, it updates after. I think it, because I noticed that it sort of updates after the what's it called? The next week starts. So like the start of week 4 then it gets
I mean,
updated,
as
which makes
far
sense
as I
because
know, I don't know to what extent, but I know that the Wikipedia pages are in some way automatica. I don't know if that means that they somehow connected to Wikipedia. I think it just means that they generate the bracket with all the results and like just copy paste. I think. But anyway, it's apparently like an automated system, so they just do update once in a while.
But yeah, it does take time to like get everybody to play the matches and stuff. Like again, Light literally played an hour before we started, so
Yeah. And I won my match against Solar 2-0, which means I don't know if Claire has played his match yet against Briolf. But if Claire beats Briolf, then I have no fucking idea who's going to make it out. Because that means we're all going to have the same like map score.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, we're all going to be 2-1. And I don't know who's going to advance.
I mean, that's
like,
map score at that point.
Yeah. But it would be the same, right? Well, I guess it depends how hard Claire beats Briolf. If Claire wins. Like, yeah. It just all comes down to that. To see who advances. But
Absolutely.
yeah. How were your matches, Yaku?
I lost every one.
God damn it.
What the fuck?
I took
Why?
one map.
What stage are you in? Stage 13.
Stage 13, Group A.
And let's have a look.
Let's have
Is it 2 Protoss and 1 Zerg?
it's
No, his group were
No.
2 Zergs and a
2
Terran.
Zergs. Terran. How?
because I got put in Group of Death.
It's not. TVZ's like probably your best matchup.
It is. It still is. And going in, it
Oh.
was statistically my best.
And
Walk us through.
But
Yaku.
okay, week
Versus
1.
Coast. Right?
Yes, versus Coast, week 1. That was at the lowest point of my slump, I'm gonna say. And I don't even fucking know what I was doing, man. It was like, I did the thing where it's like 15, no, not 50, whatever. First supply depot, and then racks. I skipped the racks, I thought I already built the racks, and then I went to the low ground to build a CC, and I was like, wait.
so you played CC first. That's when you just dropped 3 barracks.
I don't even know what I was doing that week. Like, even Terran Lord, like, I spoke to Terran Lord later on, and he was like, the fuck were you even doing? I was like, look, mate, I'm trying not to remember.
Right. I forgot to mention, Terran Lord is casting your group, right?
Yes, he specifically requested it.
You let him down. He requested it
Fucking
because you were in it.
Embarrassing us here, Yaku.
On that note, I want to mention, because we're talking about how a lot of people from our clan and like a lot of regulars that we know are playing in like different groups. But something that we should also mention is that both our members and our like regulars are also part of the organization itself. Like a lot of them are adminning, a lot of them are casting. Like
None of us are, but
yeah, but like Volt is the main admin, obviously. Phoenix Tears is helping him, but like, you know, he often admins stuff, so it's not very surprising that like he's taking part in this. But for example, Catatonic is also a mod. She's also adminning the tournament. She's also casting the tournament. Like, to me, that's like really surprising because I've never seen her do that. And like for Volt's StarLeague, she decided to try. So that's really cool.
Yeah. The costs haven't been publicized yet. I think they're still like finalizing things.
They want to like do it all at once and then put it together and premiere it, so it's like one whole thing.
Yeah, from what Volt said, he wants all of the VODs, like all of the casts, to be running 24/7 on the Twitch channel. Like, so the Twitch channel is permanently live, like just going through all the casts. But yeah, I think they just need to finish off some of those casts for them to do that. But yeah, it's really cool. Like that Kata stepped up and she's kind of doing some admin stuff. She's casting, like it's stuff that we haven't really seen her do, and I'm looking forward to see her cast and see how good she is, or how bad she is. But
Wow,
Have no faith in Kata. Come on now.
Wow.
we'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen her cast much. Are they solo or?
I think Kadam is solo casting.
I think she's so. I think it depends on the group. I think in some groups they have multiple casters, but I don't know if it means that they're like co-casting or if they just like, you know, divide the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't mention it, but Phoenix Tears is casting my group with Claire. So no bias coming from a fellow CranKy clan member, but yeah. I'm
Oh, they
looking
can
forward
have
to
guest
those as well.
casters. So Kata's gonna drag Steel in whenever.
Oh yeah, Phoenix 2 says that like Kata is probably gonna cast with Steel. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I said that before, and I will say it again. It's always good to have Steel as co-caster because he generally keeps his cool. So like, if there are any tech issues or anything, like he can basically handle the show.
Unless he's going solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless he's going solo, then it's the descent into madness.
So, Yako, are you going to be playing in the next season of ESL?
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah.
But I am getting demoted to stage 14.
Right.
Which kind of actually looks pretty good into getting out of stage 14.
Yeah. You better redeem yourself, man, because this is not good. Looking at this, it's not good.
Look, someone had to be demoted. I'll take it. I'll be the one.
Liquipedia hasn't been updated. How was your match versus Silcraig?
Oh, that was the game I played after spending like the day at the hospital and having 3 hours of sleep.
So you won, right?
Easy. For him.
Yeah.
I like woke up because I was like, I didn't get the ladder today. I need to get like some practice in before this. So I woke up and was like, practice, bitches. And Volt was like, okay, here's how you TBT. And I didn't do any of it.
So Kata was in stage 15?
14.
14? 14. Okay. Yeah. On the opposite end of things, Kata fucking destroyed her group. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's interesting how she's like on top of everything. Like she won her group, she's casting, she's adminning, like she's really active in this tournament.
Yeah. She went up against like. Go ahead.
I was gonna say she's brown nosing Volt.
I mean, they're both from the UK, right?
What is that? Oh shit! Dude, they're plotting.
Maybe we should be worried. But yeah, like she took out Legend K. Like he's a regular in our tournaments, and I think he's even beaten you, Yaku. Have you played against Legend K?
Fucking what? No, I didn't.
Okay. In SDO, I meant.
No, I didn't.
Okay. But yeah, like she played against Legend K and Prospect. Like
I want to point out that beforehand, Prospect was super hyped up. Like I think the story was initially when he signed up, he was low mid plat or something. But then immediately afterwards, he was like, now that this is coming in, I should play a hell of a lot more. And then he went up 200 MMR or something crazy, like 100, 150. And he was super hyped up. I remember during the VSL, what was it, pre-show? Inaugural show, whatever, where they were spent 10 hours discussing the groups because each group needed like 45 minutes dedicated to them. But yeah, he was super hyped up, and then Kata came in and was like, oh, yeah, no, I destroyed him.
does this mean that you two are going to miss each other? Like, is Kata going to go up to 13?
She has to go into the finals.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Finals get promoted, yeah.
So potentially you could miss each other.
Yeah. That's what Kata didn't want.
She
Why,
also
does
play
she want to
against you.
kick your butt?
I mean,
She wanted it the other way around.
I want to kick Yaku's butt too. Like, okay, listen. Like a year ago, maybe a bit more than a year, Yaku was probably the worst active player in the team.
Wow.
No, listen. He was like the lowest rank from the active people in the team.
Yeah.
And during that year, he like just he just went up above all of us low leaguers. It's just like, I want my revenge. I'm gonna be back on top.
Oh my.
Yeah, Kuro beat me in the beta version of Duckling Open.
I beat Yaku on regular basis actually, and now he's diamond, and I'm plat 3, and it feels bad.
Lattermore. I keep saying it.
mean, Yaku, to be fair, Yaku has been practicing a lot. Like since
True.
I don't know since when, but since I was here, he's been practicing. And whatever we coach him on, he takes it in mostly. He still needs to build SCVs.
He does. He needs to get a third CC up and running. God damn it, Yaku.
Yeah. But besides, like, being able to have to build SCVs, his skill level is like pretty like solid diamond, like high plat diamond, and it's good. And with like a bit more improvement and a bit more macro, he can probably be one of the better players on the team.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where I'm not sure how to improve on something like macro, or how to help someone improve on something like macro. Like when I was talking about like strategy or build orders or anything like that, like it's one of those things where like I think Kata struggles with it a bit as well. Like yeah, I don't know. I want to help, but I don't know how.
To be fair, everyone struggles with macro, and like
Yeah.
it's one of my goals where like as the team coach, one of the team coach, I want all of us
Head
to be
coach.
like to play very macro heavy. We're spending the money and we're building workers, right?
Okay.
And then Volt can come in and be like, okay, micro wise, we guys can do this. And then I'll back Volt up on that too. You know?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's easy for like the lower league players, like in overall to like micro like kind of well because it's easy. Like you just, move units around and shit. But like
Suck it,
if
Mo.
your units die and you don't have backup, that's when you're fucked. You know?
Wait, why are you
Like
Okay.
you can only play like MKP for so long.
cough cough Claire, cough cough?
I'm just saying.
No, but Claire macros. Like he makes SUVs. Like
He makes SCV.
he doesn't stop. Like, that's what's scary about him.
That's how much he lamented when earlier, like, Claire's a macro god, and he was like lamenting, like, no, I want to be Marine King.
But like the thing about like Marine King evolved as a player where he got to a point where he macroed well enough where he didn't have to macro as much anymore and just focus on using his Marines to kick ass. You know? Like that's why he kept getting second place. Oh shit. No, I'm just kidding. But like no, like he got to a point where he became so good at micro that like, like he was destroying kids. And like you can destroy kids with micro, but it's like if you can't back up and produce more units when your units die that you're microing, then you kind of get rolled. So like that's the problem. And it's a lot harder in Weeks of Liberty because like the resource change they did from Hardest Form to Legacy is so much more different, and it's harder to like play like that.
For sure.
Say
For sure.
thesis.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things going into Legacy, right? Where expanding, well, like you run out of minerals faster, so it's expanding and making SCVs and stuff like that is that much more important. And just lightly touching on what we just said about Claire, that's kind of why I don't want him to switch to Zerg. Like he's been working on Zerg, but like his Zerg isn't as good as what his Terran was. And it's like, God damn it, Claire. Why didn't you stick with it? Like,
I don't think we mentioned this in PondCast, but yeah, he did say that he wants to focus more on Zerg, primarily because for Nation Wars, he's been talking with some Malaysian players who are also GM and are also keen on trying to play at Nation Wars. And the team so far is Ranger, who I believe is Protoss. I might be mixing that up. But it is Ranger, who's Protoss, and then another Terran player that I'm not familiar with, and then Claire. And Claire's like, 2 Terran, 1 Protoss? No. We gotta David Kim this out. We gotta 1 Protoss, 1 Terran, 1 Zerg.
Yeah. Which, like, I guess I get that, but like his Terran was so good. Like, it's so good. Like I was terrified every time I played against Claire. Like, that's why like I would just fuck up because I'd start winning. I'm like, oh my god, I'm winning, kill him, and then he just wouldn't die, and then I'd die.
So he's scary because his macro is good.
Exactly. Like I would always feel like if I didn't try to end the game as soon as I could, he would just out macro me, right?
Exactly. There you go.
That's how we'll call it.
But his Zerg isn't as good.
I mean, he does. He's the one who admitted it's like, yeah, no, I just bailing busted my way to Masters. So
yeah, which is still pretty good to be fair. Like, I wish I could do that. But yeah.
Going back for 1 second, Milk. Why do you want to be the macro coach when Volt, I make 93 SCVs per game, and you want him to be the micro coach?
Because his micro is better.
Okay.
Like he can make 93 SCVs. That doesn't make him a macro coach. He just made SCVs.
Arguably too much, yeah.
You know, you don't need 93 SCVs. Honestly, you just need like 60 SCVs, but a fuck ton of command centers, and you're good.
It's true.
And
That's
then,
where I
and then
went
like,
wrong.
and then like, once you have like 12 command centers, you can just like sacrifice all your SCVs and just live off of mules.
So that's where I went wrong.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. So Phoenix Tears is also playing in VSL, and I wanted to cover like everyone, like from CranKy Ducklings.
Alright. Suck it, other clans.
Yeah. But yeah, Phoenix Tears, I guess kind of like Yaku, unfortunately didn't do too well in his group. We can't see how he did against Irish, like the last match, because it hasn't been updated yet. But yeah. I guess we didn't really get to talk about it when we were.
He said in chat that he lost all.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
We'll get it next season, man.
Mhm.
You and me,
And-
we're gonna show these how it's done.
I know Phoenix Tears kind of wants to take a break from StarCraft. I know that it can be kind of demotivating.
I had to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying yourself, Yaku, you've kind of been on like a StarCraft vacation for the past couple of days.
Yep.
So yeah, sometimes it's good to kind of like take a break, take a step back, maybe reevaluate your some things before you get back into it.
I got to the point where it was like, I was tilting in ladder for no reason whatsoever. Like, oh yeah, no, opponent drone scouting? Fuck this guy. This guy's a scumbag. Like, who does this? And then afterwards, when I try to analyze, my mind would just be blank. So I was like, oh, I need to take a step back.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully, if you play in the next season of VSL and
I will. You can
or
count on that.
JSL,
I won't. You can't count on that. Because I don't know how it works, because I am down to Plat 1 MMR. But I don't know how it works. I think I am uneligible for Origins.
But you could play in Evolution?
No.
Why?
because
No.
Evolution has Diamond 2 players in it, right?
So?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Yaku just has to get to Diamond 2, easy.
easy.
Slap. Easy quack.
Easy quack.
Can we get that? Can we get that on? Can we get that as a thing? Hashtag easy quack.
It's gonna be our next emote on our server.
Aw, dude.
And lastly, just as we wrap up VSL, Volt is in stage 6.
He gave himself stage 6. Yeah.
Oh shit, Emin's in that group. Fuck.
Faith is in there. Tech 4. Kashim.
Oh,
Motherfucking Kashim.
Need to message him, get him to play an MSL again. God damn it.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. Really. Well, he's actually doing decent. He's tied. As compared to his peers, it's like.
But yeah, Volt doing well in his group. I think not jumping around too much, but I think Emin actually beat Volt in the most recent MSO. So it's pretty cool seeing them go back and forth.
Emin
like Volt beating
definitely
Emin
beat
here.
Volt before.
Yeah.
I think it was like probably the MSO that Emin won was his first, when he beat Volt.
But yeah. It looks like Volt. It looks like he's gonna make it out of his group. Not too sure. But
Hashtag rigged.
Hashtag rigged. Yeah. I guess in a week or two are going to be the VSL playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
Go watch Kata. because the rest of us aren't gonna make it out of a group.
Phoenix Tears mentioned that Volt lost to 5, which is not
well,
on Wikipedia yet.
Still not. I think that still puts him in the top 2. I'm not good at math.
Yeah. I think he should be safe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just looking at the match score of the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
So go watch Cat and Volt. And potentially either Light or Claire.
One of us is making it into the playoffs. I don't know who, but one of us is.
Yep, anything else to add about PSL? So once again, it's not really a tournament sort of thing. It's meant to sort of be an in-house, imagine like an in-house ranking sort of thing, or an in-clan ranking, except it's not in-clan, not in-house. It's for whoever signs up, and anyone's eligible to sign up.
Yeah, like there are GMs, there are plat players, like anyone.
Racer Blader is actually, like, if I'm not wrong, semi-pro. Like semi-pro is probably the best way to describe him.
Yeah, he's GM.
Wasn't he in Nation Wars?
Maybe.
I'm looking this up.
It's okay.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. That's it.
Wrap
That's
it up.
VSL. It's done. It's over. But yeah, let's talk about WCS.
He was in Team UK.
Hey, you know, nice.
Anyways,
I know Milk, you've kind of been out of it for a while, so I don't know if you know this, but Steel and Yaku, they casted WCS.
I heard.
Yeah. It was
that
actually
was a load of fun.
it was actually pretty
did
good.
Steel fuck up and say something racist unintentionally?
Did Yaku fuck up and say something racist intentionally?
Hey.
Glad if I can tell you, mate.
I want to say 2 things. Firstly, I'm proud of Steel that he got to WCS, like to cast the WCS. Also, I'm proud that he dragged Yaku into this. Because
That's 2 things.
No. That's one thing that they both got
It's
in.
all one thing.
It's one thing. But like what I mean is because Steel has been casting many different tournaments recently. Like he was casting on Proxy Tempest, he was casting on OSC. But like Yaku only casted on our channel, so like I like that Yaku gets to cast another tournament, like not related to us. I think that's cool. And also, second thing that I wanted to mention was how Yaku decided to dress up for the cast, which the stream didn't see.
Wait, what?
I only did it because I saw Phoenix Tears on his stream. He had a sports jacket, and I was like, I need to step it up.
He had a blazer. He had a blazer on.
No, he used a sports jacket. He wore a sports jacket.
You mean a jumper?
I used a blazer.
No. Milk.
No,
You
a
have to
sport
check.
jacket.
You have to check pinned messages on our Discord, and then you will know.
Let me see this.
But yeah, I was on it when Steel asked me. I was like,
Oh, is that the red jacket thing?
that's a blazer.
That's pretty fancy.
You know what's actually hilarious? I thought this jacket was like the same jacket on your profile picture. You just gotta draw that shitty goatee on. Give yourself that fucking top hat. You're good. You know what? I'm just gonna do it right now.
Let's go.
Nice.
Be right back.
Going to Emma's Paint.
No, hey, you're laughing, but Milk is actually pretty good at drawing, so I'm looking
All
forward to
right.
it.
I played Pictionary with him.
Yeah, we played Pictionary with him, and he's fucking good. He's
He can draw
cheating.
dongs for anyone.
That's so.
Yeah, so tell us about it, Yaku. Also, Phoenix Tears and Turn Lord also casted
Yep,
recently.
yep, before, yep, lest we forget.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. We managed to get through end of the day. That's how we ended up the thing. It was a 6 series. Shoot. Admittedly, bit of downtime, but I didn't really mind it. It was a good time to take breaks and whatnot.
I feel really awkward being this zoomed in into Yaku's face right now.
Oh boy. When you're done, you better link it in Twitch chat, by the way. No. Just saying.
I could just show it on stream.
She can do that. One thing I definitely remember is how, for some reason, Phoenix Tears and Terran Lord ended up in the same lobby as Steel and I. For some reason. Always happened. Until eventually we said, screw it. Just gonna stay back and see whoever's not playing.
Yeah, I think when you started the night off, you were both casting the same matches, and then later on you kind of diverged into separate casts.
Yeah, we just said, yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. It was really good seeing everyone cast. Yeah, Phoenix, he had his blazer on. Terran Lord just so disappointed. Yeah, in a hoodie. yeah, not even.
Hey. But on that note, I want to mention the production value of both team, because Steel has his fancy graphics, and like he made the graphics specifically for the tournament and everything. And he even made like the little like name cards for both Steel and Yaku that were like really fitting.
I like that.
Yeah, that was really good. And on the other hand, on Phoenix 2 stream, they had actually a camera, so we got the brother webcam, like as a new thing, and like we could actually see them interact, and that was also pretty interesting. So yeah, I like the production on both streams. And also, I really like that Phoenix 2 and Terran Lord are running with the brother joke. It really caught on.
Yep.
Oh,
Dr. Bird, step it up.
They should have added that in as well, like brother of Doctor Brother or something like that. Like,
I mean, you still use that later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. One thing was, whenever Steel and I had downtime, we just tuned into Phoenix Tears' stream and we're like, oh, they managed to get a lobby. Cool. Let's just watch this.
Nice. So how long was the broadcast?
9.5 hours total. Well, in terms of like casting time, I would say probably closer to maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad at estimation. But yeah, total broadcast time was like 9.5.
On that note, I want to point out that it was like several hours of casting, and the next, like that obviously ended late at night, and on the next day, Steel Mode was solo casting as Dio. I mean, he wouldn't be solo casting.
I had to be asleep.
Yeah, he wouldn't be solo casting if not for the fact that Yaku woke up during finals. So yeah.
That's the finals.
Yeah, it's not the first time that Steel has like casted for almost 24 hours straight. Like he
wanted to do that as a challenge.
Jesus Christ.
He was like, oh shit, 24-hour OSC cast, son!
Yeah,
and then by the end of it, he just defaulted.
But it's cool, like how like passionate he is, or like he really enjoys casting. He really like loves casting StarCraft.
That's actually like, I remember, what was it when it was MSO4? I'm actually going ahead a bit, but it was me and Was it that? I don't know. Like one of the weeklies, it was someone else casting. I think it was the MSO where it was me and Yaku casting, and Steel Mode was busy during that day. But like later on, he came to the stream and he's like, guys, do you need me to cast? Do you want me to cast? I can cast. He was like, do you realize that you like casting?
I was like, yeah.
I was like,
Like,
no,
we're
no,
in
we can
finals,
handle
man.
it. We
And
can
he's
handle it.
like, well, you know, if you guys need help, then you know.
Yeah, like it's not that like he's doing it because it's needed. Like he actually enjoys casting. Like he wants to cast. He's like, give me more stuff to cast. But yeah.
Hashtag passion craft. So, games that I definitely were most memorable or series is DNS versus True. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a big fan of True. I think all of us are. And he actually ended up losing that series, but DNS just put up such a good showing that it's hard not to get hyped that series. Although, Sargi did say that he's not allowing True back into America, so a little bit of a thing. And fun fact, after that, Seal and I tuned into, I think it might have been, who did we see? It was another player. I think it was Harbston versus Namshar, and we tuned in. It was the same map, the same matchup, both players doing the same thing. And we were mind blown. Second
Yeah, I
series
remember that. It was such a deja vu. Like they were just in the same positions. Like the same thing was happening. Like
Yeah, we
we
decided
just
to host
casted this.
We were like, we're gonna host them, and I was like, wait, what? Did the host go through? Did it just what happened? Yeah. Second series I really liked casting was NXZ versus Papi Joe.
I was gonna say.
That was a silly cast. Like DNS versus True was, Steel and I think were a bit more serious that series. NXZ versus Papi Joe was just the silly cast.
Was that the one when you did Australian accent?
Yep.
Yes. I want so hard for that to put into a doc tape. I loved that so much. It was amazing because all of Demi shared it around because
All of NXZ's, the people in NXZ's Discord.
Yeah, the C community they were looking for NXZ being casted because
Shady and Hope.
Yeah, he was the rep from the ANZ qualifier, so everyone wanted to see. So Demi linked it to everyone, so there was Demi and Chadman and some of the SYF guys. Like everyone was just in your chat watching, and then all of a sudden you put on an Australian accent. Everyone's like, "What the fuck? What's happening? Like, what are you doing?" And it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. It was amazing. And yeah, it was kind of exciting too, because they all got to see you and Steel cast, and they got to know a bit more about you guys. I don't know. That's exciting for me. I have to say. Yeah.
Felt good.
For sure.
How's your drawing, Milk? You've been awfully quiet.
He's focusing. He's
Look,
getting the mustache.
almost done.
Oh god.
It's fucking glorious.
See.
I worry when he says that.
But yeah, that was WCS Valencia, right?
Day one.
Day one.
The day one of the group stages, yep.
Yeah. And then it was a couple of weeks later was WCS
Montreal Challenger, if I'm not wrong.
Montreal Challenger, right?
Yeah,
right.
for Europe.
Oh
I
my God,
didn't-
Milk finished. Hold on, Milk finished. Oh
Oh,
my God.
hold the phone!
Wait a second, I have to open Discord in another window.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Am I even logged into
It's
Discord?
beautiful.
Holy shit.
I'm leaving.
I need to see
He's
this.
peaked. This is the highest moment of his life. He'll never top it.
Okay. Let me try to show this on stream.
We need to find the stream.
Oh god, I'm done. I'm losing.
Enjoy
Yaku,
stream.
you need to change your profile picture to this now. You need to update.
I don't
Enjoy
even know
stream.
what my
It's
hand
just for you.
is. Just for Phoenix tears. Beautiful. My favorite thing is how I have the blazer on, but I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, I think that just adds to the picture.
Going full GSL.
Also, I wanted to point out that it seems you went to a Sargi school of selfies, which means there's never the whole
whole
person
face.
in the picture. Not even face,
Yeah.
like the whole person in general. Like there's always just a part of it.
Look, in Sarji's case, it's because he physically can't.
Yeah,
With
true.
how tall
Like,
he is.
it's the life of a giraffe.
Fucking first world problems is what I'm hearing.
I can't take a selfie because I'm too tall. Oh.
That's beautiful, Milk. It's beautiful.
Look, I gave him a nice jawline, okay?
It's better than yeah. It's very what's it called? Complimentary.
Not quite sure where the beard begins and where Yaku begins. Like, beautiful.
Anyways.
Anyway,
What are we talking about? Let's just admire this painting. This
WCS,
masterpiece.
WCS.
Alright, WCS. Oh, I'm sorry, not WCS Montreal Challenger. I'm sorry. WCS Challenger Season 3. I think Phoenix Tears and Seal were talking about, like, they were actually kind of strict on that. Like, not in the sense of, like, you're not allowed, but they were like,
Season is which?
yeah.
I don't know,
Lips-
like seasons get confusing to me in
It really
WCS
does, yeah.
because they're not like league kind of thing. So
Yeah,
it's,
agree.
I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm still not used to this system.
but yeah, I didn't get to cast that, but Phoenix Tears and Steel did, also on their separate channels. How did that go? Because I was asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Steel would probably agree that he kind of struggled trying to do it on his own. Mainly just downtime. From what I heard, there was a lot of
Yeah.
downtime.
He was actually saying how the broadcast was like 3 hours or something, and out of those 3 hours, he was like half hour in game total. Like it was just waiting for matches constantly and like trying to get into games.
Yeah, and because Steel was by himself, like he just kind of struggled, or at least he just kind of got bored with just trying to fill time on his own, but just that much time on his own, you know. I'm not too sure how Phoenix Tears and Turn Lord went, because I know that Steel just stopped after 3 or so hours because he felt like he just, you know, it just wasn't worth it, right? Like casting so little and spending so much time on it.
Yeah,
But-
Phoenix Tears is also saying that there was just so much downtime.
Yeah, and like Phoenix Tears at least had Terran Lord, right?
Oh no. No.
Yeah,
Who guilty
Steel,
now?
Steel needed you, Yaku. He needed you.
And he had to be there for him. I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Let him down, dude. Let him down.
No.
Yeah, Phoenix Tears is saying that he stopped shortly after Steel. But yeah, that was. Yeah, go on.
I suppose that's like the difference between. I mean, even though we only casted Valencia day one, it was still like, you know, the players were in venue and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was like a whole thing.
Like it was
And
the
that's
main
difference between
event,
that
and this was like more like of a qualifier kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
I
guess
don't-
it's also kind of like a learning experience, I guess. Like, I don't know if it would be a good idea to do this sort of broadcast again, like the Challenger, the online stuff.
Also,
I don't
yeah,
know.
as Phoenix you say, like there were many English casters, and like to me it's kind of funny, but they have like they accepted so many casters that they didn't even like make a list of them. They were like, yeah, just go to StarCraft directory. They are like, okay.
Yeah, I guess that's something unique that Kura and I ran into because we were like the main contributors to StarCraft Esports, the Twitter account. And I tweeted for both of the WCS events. And yeah, we were just looking at the StarCraft Twitter, and it's like, and the official account were like, yeah, hey, WCS is starting. Look for the casts on like twitch.tv/StarCraft, like the directory, right? Like look for the streams yourself. It's like, what?
What?
Like,
yeah, like barely. You have to scroll down to realize that.
Yeah.
Way
It's like, what the
down.
hell? Yeah. But there were a lot of English casts, like, because I put the tweet together and I couldn't fit all of the streams in one tweet. Like, I just ran out of characters and I had to make like 3 tweets to get everything in. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Other things that how a lot of the English casters actually do speak a second language decently well.
Yeah. They should have capitalized on it, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, Steve was joking that he should just do a cast in Hebrew or something. Or Finnish.
And not my head, like, you know.
He'd have the monopoly on it. He'd be like the first StarCraft stream, like cast in Hebrew or some shit.
Although at the same point, it's like, you know, you may be the only one, but at the same time, you are the only one. It's a niche market.
Yeah, I guess.
But that was fun. That was pretty cool. Just a 9-hour marathon, pretty hype games. Silly at the beginning, more serious towards the end. So we'll do again. I remember after the thing ended, I was like, all right, I'm gonna reply to Steele's tweet at some point where Steele was like, loads of fun, I would do again, and I just forgot about it.
And you got decent viewership, like from what I remember, like around like 30 or so viewers, like a bunch of people tuned in who'd never heard of you guys before.
I think we peaked at like 80 or 90, which is admittedly kind of eclipsed by Steel. Yeah, Phoenix Tears is like what, 180, 200. But still, it was quite a lot, definitely. Especially, I think it was actually NXZ versus Papi Joe was when we peaked. Because that was when all of Southeast Asia and Oceania came in, because we were like the only ones covering him. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's exciting. Sure. I look forward to the next one. I don't think there are any other. I think there's like WCS Montreal, right? Like that's the next one.
Yep.
And then that's it for the year.
I'm not sure if they're gonna do NA, because I know that NA Challenger, they like to have game controlling cats at the desk and whatnot, but I don't know. Yeah. They'll probably do it for like Montreal Day 1 group stages.
Sweet. So next up, we kind of already talked about this. We're going to talk about like what team leagues we can play in now that like VTL is done. And you know, we to begin with, we were talking about like, yeah, you know, maybe we can play an Alpha Team League again. And then maybe like Claire. Except this time, like Claire and Volt could play.
Hold on. I have something in my throat.
But that means playing in Europe again. I will say that. Yeah, I will say there's an American division that's opening up for Alpha Team League, which is cool, except it's like MSO, as in like the threshold is like 4.8K or 4.7K. It's like mid Masters 2. So it's like, you know, it's cool that there's an amateur division now for America, but like we can't really play in that. Like we could, but the only ones who'd be like competitive would be Volt and Claire. Like the rest of us
Yeah, probably.
would just get smashed. Like,
It will be
because
like what happened the first time we played ATL, except scaled up.
yeah, for sure. So I don't think it would be worth us playing in that. So at the moment, for the next season of Team Leagues, like it does look like VTL would be what we stick with. Unless another Team League pops up. Like we can't play in CTL because we don't have a goal
Specifically
league.
for us.
Yes.
Another team league that specifically catered to our niche.
Exactly.
I like VTL. Except we should probably enforce the rules a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. I already mentioned that in the captain's chat. That like we specifically were really lenient when it came to like waiting for teams.
Yeah.
And I'm with you now. Like I just
I
don't
mean-
want to do that anymore.
I mean-
It's like it got ridiculous towards the end.
I mean, something that I noticed that is different about VTL to like Alpha Team League and other is that VTL seems very laid back. Like, I don't want to say that people aren't strict about rules, but like the rosters or anything isn't controlled by the admins. Like the captains are checking the matches, and I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Like it's just run very differently than like say Alpha.
I guess I would say that Alpha is a bit better in that regard, right? Where it's like you have to register your players and you have to register with battle tags as well, so everyone can look up everyone properly. And there's they have a lot of admins, so there's a lot of people that are constantly checking that sort of thing and that are available to talk to if you have an issue. That's how we got in contact with the Russian waifu. Like Suno's an Alpha admin. And that's how all of that started.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say, because there was actually a discussion in the VTL Discord about it, about how to make it better about checking players, because there was a bunch of issues about like players not being eligible and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like somebody suggested lineups, but obviously for all key format lineups don't work.
Exactly,
But I think rosters could work, like the way they work in Alpha, where you have like a set roster you can choose from, and like you just pick the players for the match like as you go, but like what the general roster of the team is, so like you can check the players early if all of them are eligible.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but I guess it's I don't know. The thing is, it doesn't seem like VTL would agree to that because there are a lot of big teams. Like in that discussion, like I think it was Risen and Confed and stuff were saying like their rosters are massive and they don't want to like restrict themselves. But at the same time, like that's what causes the problems, right? Like these big teams.
I feel like Formless Bear Slops and Sonic Aftermath specifically did do something similar to that, where they like just asked him. I don't know the specifics, but I feel like they actually did ask their members, like, okay, who's available and who wants to play this week, and then get a bunch of people and be like, okay, make sure you're there, because those are the two clan wars I remember that had next to zero downtime.
I mean,
Most teams generally try to set up roster like early. Not all of them, but like most try to do that. If it succeeds or not, I mean, obviously like things happen, and not always you can have all the players available. But still, like
Yaku getting promoted.
it's very contagious.
Turmeric.
No, but like I think, I just think it shouldn't be just up to captains to like enforce the rules of the event. Like there should be some way of like checking players beforehand, like more or less. Because as much like we can look up like somebody's profile, but not always looking up the profile like gives enough information, because like they play on different server and so on, and like when you have to like hunt down the player to like check everything about him, like that causes more downtime and so on, and like I don't think that's needed during the match. Like I feel like that sort of thing could be done beforehand. And I'm not saying about, once again, I don't mean like set up lineups that you have to field these players. I'm talking more about like a player pool.
Yeah, for sure. Like I agree with that, but I don't know if the majority of VTL teams would agree with that. That's I guess that's where the problem is, right?
They're a smaller disclaimer.
If their teams are so huge, can't they just like sign up multiple teams?
I think that's what Pigpen does. Pigpen and whatever BC Cuties clan. BC
they do that in other team leagues, for sure. Like
I don't think there's rules for VTL, right?
Yeah.
So like, if they can have like multiple rosters and like multiple teams, in a sense.
Also, Phoenix is mentioning in chat that it should be up to captains to check their own players. Yes, that is true. That is completely true. But like, what feels more weird to me is that the responsibility for opposing team is like on the opposing captain.
On the captains as well.
Yeah, like not always you can check everything. Like it can be hard, like during the match. And the last time things happened, it was like, yeah, we discovered that this player wasn't eligible, but you didn't veto him, so it counts. I don't think that's a good way to solve things, honestly. But it's a complicated issue.
And this is why you see a lot of people end up becoming very anal about rules.
Yeah. I mean, it's a complicated issue. It's hard to. I mean, with rules, it's always like you have to like find a compromise between like not getting too much work or not restricting things too much and so on. But I just don't think the whole responsibility should be on the captain of opposing team.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, because like what Milk was saying, it happens in Alpha where Sonic Aftermath, they have two teams in Alpha. They have a European team and an American team. Risen, they have two teams in Alpha as well. They have, I don't know if it's like region based, but they have like two separate teams in the amateur division. So if VTL decide to change the way that you apply your team or something, then maybe they can do that and the big teams can split up. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'd do that. But it would help if teams like submitted a roster and everyone could check and stuff.
Fun fact, we're almost 2 hours in. We're not even halfway through the list.
We have okay, question. Why do we go through every SDO?
I know.
I just want to mention it because we should, because it's our tournament. But we apparently because we're catching up on things, we have just so much to talk about. We just constantly get sidetracked.
3 episodes in one. Let's fucking go.
I'm ready to sit here till 7 a.m.
Rapid fire. Get the turmeric ready. Get the cane tapper.
I have my coffee. It's okay. I have my coffee.
I like how some of the SEOs is like Yaku beat someone. Like, all right.
Hey. Okay.
That's big news. That's big news.
This is now, viewers. You get the behind the scenes thing. I decided, because it's been a while, I decided to write down like notes about every SDO, so like we know what we're talking about in case somebody forgot. And like I tried to highlight like the achievements of the CranKy Ducklings, because that's what we're talking about. And it's not my fault that Yaku has been doing well and like beating people. And playing in tournaments, milk, cough, milk.
Listen, if when Yaku starts school and has to stay in school for 11 hours for 6 days a week, you let me know.
Can tag in.
Get on that, Yaku. Get on that. Also, breaking news. True just won. True just won Philadelphia.
Nice.
Didn't he win the last season in Philadelphia?
I don't know.
I think I was Neeb.
No, that was Kings of the North.
Whoever Neeb beat, I think it was whoever beat Cham in the finals won. If I'm not wrong. So Cham is confirmed on Philadelphia, but that's not in our. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of news which throws a wrench into the structure.
Right,
So
let's talk about.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, let's open the Wikipedia page. Let's talk about Philadelphia and
No,
matches.
let's go.
Well, first we're gonna start. Well, first we're gonna start with MSO.
Yeah, let's start with MSO. Alright, so
Is this the one that ran in conjunction with Home Story Cup, which is why we had so little signups that day?
I think so.
I don't remember.
So, oh no, yeah, this is the one where Blitz came back. He came back this week and played. Holy shit!
Yep.
I remember.
The ways the proxy hatch. He tilted Volt.
Yep. But it was beautiful.
And like 2 hours later, Volt was like, "Hey, congrats, man." But after that series, Volt was just tilted.
But hey, firstly, this was one of the rare occasions where I actually casted because Steel wasn't available. And I actually think I did not bad.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I just love Blisk playstyle. Like all the proxy hatches or the weird things that he does. And I was just so happy that I could cast it. Like you can go to that cast and see how happy I am when I saw the proxy hatch. Like I was just cheering for Blisk. I was totally biased.
It was like the stars aligned. The day that Steel is busy, it's the same day that Bliss comes back.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know, Blisk has been out fucking going from country to country in Europe for the past like
Italy
6 months. Yeah, now he's in Italy. He was in Spain, and yeah, from in between, like he went from Spain back to France to his home. And for like a week, he had access to the internet and a PC again. And yeah, he showed up and he practiced with us a bit. And yeah, he managed to play an MSO, which was really sick to see him back after so long, and still in form. Like he came back, played a week, and he's taking games off of Volts and doing really well in MSO. Like,
I just want to point out that as he came back, he didn't even know the maps or anything. Like he literally played the maps once, like before the tournament. It was like, yep.
And he had no idea that there was a pocket base.
Yeah, I drilled Blisk in ZVZ the day before MSO, and we played in 16-bit, and he never took the in-base expansion because he didn't know that it was there. And I was like, God damn it, Blisk, what are you doing? And even in MSO, he didn't take him. Like, God damn it. But yeah, he did really well. Like he didn't win, but he made it really far, and it's really impressive. Like considering how little practice he's had.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, Salavant also had a very, very good showing, if you ask me.
Yeah, like he managed to win the SDO, the MSO, but something that he keeps mentioning is that for a while he had the curse that every time he would lose to the champion, like to the person who later became the champion, but this one time it was actually him. So he finally broke the curse.
And then it never ran true, but we can go into that later, I guess.
Yeah, he got knocked out in the first round, and he made it back up through the losers bracket, which was really, really cool. I remember being really upset actually with this episode because I didn't play, and I was watching Blisk, and I was watching Blisk versus Salavant, and I'm like, "Blisk, what the fuck are you doing?" Like you could tell that he was out of practice. Like one of the games, like Salavant, he came in with 2 adepts and he ended up killing like 9 drones, and I was like, Blisk, goddamn it, what are you? Like he just needed to cheese. That's all he could do.
Oh yeah, he did non-standard. I don't want to say he cheesed every game, but he did like non-standard, unorthodox strats and stuff until the finals when he's like, I'm just gonna play standard.
Yeah.
No, you've done so well not playing standard. Why would you do that?
But I remember because I was very disappointed that I saw no proxy hatches, no weird shenanigans or anything. But he killed the probe.
Oh. Yep.
There is a clip of that
Scouting
probably.
probe.
He killed the probe. And like Yaku knows what I mean. If you watched, you know what I mean. There is a clip, you can find it. You will know.
Is it on a duct tape?
It will be.
I don't think it's in any. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's not in any cartons.
Yeah, it's not in any that is published yet, but it will be.
One more tidbit about MSO, if I'm not wrong, back in Sonic Aftermath, I think Salavant was Voltacus's mentor or something like that. Some kind of thing.
Maybe.
Or maybe Salavant was the captain and Volt was by his side, or Volt was the captain. So
I think they were
power dynamic like that.
Both officers, and they had like a rivalry, maybe. I don't.
And now they finally get to live it out.
Hey, Volt is gonna yell at us for not knowing. It's gonna be fun.
Have you not heard about the supreme history of the Volt of the 93
93
SCVs?
Moving on.
Alright, MSO5.
MSO5.
Why?
That was the most recent one.
Why are you going out of order again?
What? No,
My
that's order.
OCD is triggered.
No, that's the order.
No.
Oh, it's different on the. Look, we have a
I
Google
do everything in
spreadsheet
chronological.
We have a Google spreadsheet and
Yeah.
And that's
like,
important.
text file,
No,
and they're both
listen,
different.
this is important, integral part of the show. It has to be chronological because I want to make a point. There you go.
Okay, see Duckling Open 29. You're the boss. You're the boss.
I'm the production.
I love how you say I'm the production, and it has that echo effect.
Okay, SDA 29. SDA 29.
I don't. Oh shit! This was one that I was super salty after I got knocked out.
What happened, Yaku? Where are you?
Because I was like, that was a. Wait, hold on. Recognize. This was the one where it was part. I think this was like right when I got promoted to Diamond 3, and I was like, dude, I could have made it to the finals. I just needed like some bracket luck.
Yeah, because you beat Hike, and it was really like hype because Hike was he's Diamond 2, if I recall.
Which
and
means
did you
that
proxy
Yaku,
him?
which means that Yaku can beat people which are Diamond 2. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yaku 1v1 me after PondCast.
You're Diamond 1. Damn it, Milk. But yeah, so what were you saying, Yaku?
Yeah, I was
remember,
like, why didn't you rig the bracket for me, dude? You have the power, just abuse it a little.
how were your games against? I only have this 4.
Did he proxy tank?
What's that? No, I don't think I did.
Okay,
I
good.
don't remember. But yeah, I remember I only have this 4. This was like back when I was still. Well, to be fair, I'm still having trouble with Terrans more aggressive than I am. In fact, I haven't learned how to defend against aggressive Terrans. I just learned how to be more aggressive. But yeah, I only have this 4.
That's how you beat it.
Exactly. I only have this 4 as a very hyper aggressive Terran. Like he really loves to like go in with his Reaper and whatever he can, and then transition to like Liberator drops, Liberator plus drops. I believe this is a guy who was like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just copying Maru." And I said, "You know what you're doing." But yeah,
Right.
I still have trouble against that style. Definitely way more trouble back then. And yeah, that's how I got 2-0'd.
I think your game against Hike was. I think that he went for a bailing bust, and you
Yeah,
defended it.
And,
I can't. I don't know. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember this because this was the finals. I was in the finals, and oh, I remember this. Game 5 was on Dream. Fuck, what's it called? Dreamcatcher?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, the one with the Dreamcatcher in the middle?
It was one where he went for a tank push on Dreamcatcher, and it was just disgusting because he had his tanks on the other side of the wall, and he just like pushed into my third, and I couldn't.
And that's why I love that map.
Yeah. Like it was like back and forth, and in the ace match he does that, and I just couldn't do anything against it.
And he broke out after, to be fair, but he did take.
Like
more
I
pieces,
told you
so-
this many times before. Play Muta.
But Muta surrounded the meta milk.
It's so ease mode on this map pool just to play Muta. Easy clap.
I have to micro. I have to micro more. I just want to go straight to Hive and get ultras out. Is that so hard? Can I just
You
do
could
that?
make like
Oh, yeah,
8
ultras.
Mutas and you could rush to Hive.
Okay. I may try this. But yeah, that was the finals. STO 29. 30. STO 30. Let's go.
Okay. At 10-0. Good job, mate. And that's SEO 30.
Okay, 31. Let's go. Fuck, what happened in 30? Did you play?
I'm pretty sure this was the one where I was asleep.
No, you played.
Did I?
Yeah, you got 2-0'd by Miyamori.
Oh, right. That was when Miyamori, like... Oh, this was on Kata's birthday.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah,
Kat.
Miyamori... Rip.
Rip.
Miyamori just hard counted my 2-on-1. And then even after that, I decided I'm gonna play more drops. And then just countered them again.
Oh, is this the one where you like message me like, yo, Milk, what do you do when people counter your 2-1-1?
I think I was actually after my VSL match with Coast.
Oh.
But yeah, this was when I was like, wait, I need more. I should look into different builds. And then I was like, I'll be fine. And then versus Coast happened, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should look into different builds.
Yeah.
I still haven't, but
This SDO Adeno came back. It's been a while since we've seen him. He's won an SDO before, and he's come like second in an SDO
he
before.
beat you.
He
in the
did.
finals.
Yeah. In this SDO, we played each other in the first round. And I remember he was like kind of disappointed because it's like, well, it's the finals in the first round. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. His ZVZ is a lot better than mine. It was just he just rushed to lurkers faster than I could. That's basically what those ZVZs were.
I mean, I guess there's a reason why he's the leader, question mark, or someone high up in a C2 swarm.
Yeah.
Like he's pretty good at Zerg.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it works. I believe that's actually in StarCraft lore canon.
But yeah,
I mean, that's literally the Haka, I think.
Also, I want to mention that the other finalist was a total newcomer, a player from Greece.
Bubble Pumper.
Yep.
Nice.
We haven't seen him since.
Yep. He made finals once, and that's enough.
Yep. Look, man, that's all I need. There you go,
Sounds like
retire
me.
out in the country.
Then we had SCO 31, and
Mm.
this is where it all began. This is where
Ryuichi, or Richie,
yeah.
according to, what's his name? Richie, according to Seal.
Yeah, in this SCO, Hangin came back. Hangin.
Hanging.
Engen.
Hangin. Yeah.
I was
He came
so
back.
disappointed.
Yeah?
Sangen, am I thinking? Yeah, Hangen was like one of the early Duckling champions. I believe the first Protoss even.
Yeah. From way back, like last year. But yeah, he came back. He told me that he hasn't really been playing much, period. But he wanted to play, and he got taken out by Space Marine, who was a newcomer.
Specimen.
Space Marine. Yeah, and he made it all the way to the finals. And this was the first completely new player finals, like Space Marine and Ryuichi. I think this was
We're
their
gonna get
first
a
SDOs.
roll regardless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say that Ryuichi joined Discord like few days before the tournament, and he was really hyped to play. I guess he asked a lot of questions about how all the things work and everything, and like he was really looking forward to
Yeah.
playing in the tournament, and then he won it. I was like, oh.
Six City.
I think he mentioned that he never really played in tournaments or something, and then he goes and wins it. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
City.
I actually remember this. This is also where Singaporean team kill happened, and Yaku, you played against Nemesis and you won. You beat Muku's waifu.
I'm proud of you. But you realize I have to take a revenge now, right?
I'm
Are we
hiding
casting a
under my
show
desk.
much after this show?
Yeah. The Milk avenges his waifu show match.
She did that herself, but that's spoilers. But yeah. Oh, Prospect played in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this also goes into Yaku, right? Nemesis is Diamond too. She's pretty good. She's pretty cheesy, but she's pretty good, and you managed to beat her
She's
2-1.
former GM.
She's also yeah. You're basically GM now, Yaku.
Easy.
Easy quack, man. Easy quack.
Yeah, good job, Yaku.
It was pretty good. Oh, and actually, I think the week before, we actually encountered each other on ladder, coincidentally, and I got wrecked. And we were
If I
like,
remember-
well, Singapore ladder's dead.
Yeah, I actually remember this this series because you actually got casted by Steel, and everyone was going crazy because you were proxying each other. I think you proxy tanked Nemesis,
That
and
was the
Nemesis
first game, yeah.
and then
It's
Nemesis proxy Void Raid you.
Yeah.
Proxy
Yeah.
Robo versus Robo
Yeah,
Immortal
it was
versus
Proxy Immortal, I
Tank,
think.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
games were fucking crazy.
Yeah. That was a really interesting series. When we just saw the double proxy, we were like, so that's how it's going to go down.
Yeah. Hashtag Singapore meta became a meme.
Hashtag
Everyone joined
Singapore
in.
meta.
Yeah, Space Marine and Ricci, everyone was on it.
Yeah, the chat was pretty active too. Once again, I would say the newcomers were very active in chat as well, and they were like, "What is this? Why are they playing like this? What is this game?" And we just
Let me introduce
Singapore
you to
meta.
hashtag Singapore
Yeah,
meta.
now you know what it is.
Yeah, and this was also the week where it was, if you look at the bracket, there were 3 Australians. It was 2 of them and Rad Air, the
3
Norwegian.
of them. Tassadar also played.
Yeah, they were all friends. And they all signed up together. And they were also 2 of them, they just hadn't laddered and they only played team games and stuff, but they all wanted to play. And yeah, they were all cheering for Radar because he was.
And one of them managed to make it.
Yeah. So it was cool.
So join our Discord. And sign up for the thing for Magic
for the Singapore meta.
for hashtag Singapore meta.
So next is SDO 32.
I was asleep. This is the one I was asleep for.
Right. So this was after WCS Valencia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is where like the rivalry continued between Ruchi and Space Marine. Like they
Yeah.
face each other again.
Yeah, that was the rematch of the final of the last SDO, and they met each other again. And like they've been talking on Discord, and now every time SDO happens, they're like, "Oh yeah, is Space Marine playing? Then I'm playing too." Or like, "Is Ruichi playing? Like we're gonna meet again." Like they have some sort of rivalry now, and like they like eager to play each other again. I really like that. Like you know, it's a rivalry, but like in a positive sense. Like Space Marine like posted it like, "Yeah, I hope you sign up next week because I'm gonna crash you." Like they have this sort of trash talk going on.
They can capitalize on this and make a ton of YouTube money.
No, but like you know, it's not like in a mean way or anything. Like they just like competing versus each other, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, and actually, Phoenix played in this. He
Which
used to
god?
play. They're Dutch god Phoenix, the German Phoenix. He used to play more regularly. Now it's a bit more rare to see him. So I don't know. I thought it was really cool to see him play again in an SDA.
And making it to the finals.
Yeah, he made it really far. I was surprised. I didn't know that he was like in form. Like because I haven't seen him in SDOs. Like I was like, oh, maybe he's not playing as much. But yeah, he made it all the way to the finals, and he even took a game off of Ricci.
That's because he did play in SEO and he couldn't get his form because he was busy trying to qualify for GSL. There we go.
What? Am I missing out on something?
It's just Yako's fan fiction about Phoenix. Don't worry.
Signed up under the name Taja. Tried to qualify for GSL.
So that was SDO 32.
So, yep, I was going to say anything else to mention because I literally can't say anything about this week.
Let's go. We got to skip through this.
33!
Wait, is it 33 or is it MSI 5?
No, 33.
33.
33!
Well, the most important part in 33 is that Richie once won again. And this was his third win, and it was also third consecutive win. Which means that he beats... I mean, he reaches Lumia's record of having 3 wins in general, and he also reaches Blitz's record of having 3 consecutive wins. So if he wins another SDO, he's gonna break both.
I remember I was kind of disappointed in my play because in the previous 2 SDOs I didn't get to play. I was adminning and I was watching Ricci and I'm like, fucking beat Ricci. Like, just let me in and I'll fuck him up. And we played and he race picked. He doesn't like ZVZ. He prefers TVZ.
No one does.
So So he played Terran. And I just didn't have enough practice against 1-1-1. He goes like he goes really aggressive. He goes like 1-1-1, and he gets a fuck ton of Hellions, and I think he even gets Blue Flame, and then he goes into Bio. And like you know how I am, I'm stubborn, and I don't like getting roaches. So I'm like trying to
unless
defend,
you're against Protoss.
Yeah. Or if I'm
Unless you play against me. Sure.
Yeah.
Stubborn, I don't get roaches.
But yeah. So like my scouts were a bit late, and like I think each game he just like did a bunch of damage with Hellions, and I ended up behind. He just macroed up like better because I lost a bunch of drones. Like like the games weren't so good. And I'm like, yeah, like I'll just make it back through the lower bracket. And I had beaten Sheerflip 2-0 just before, and we played again. And we ended up in a base trade, and I was so frustrated with myself because I initiated the base trade. I was ahead. I was on 3 bases, he was on 2 bases, and I kept winning these Ling Bane trades. And I'm like, fuck it, let's base trade, because I saw he was near my turn, and I was near his natural, so I said, fuck it. But he just had more. No. He just had more Lings than I did. So we were base trading each other, but he just killed my base faster than I killed his. Like, ugh.
Well,
But yeah. Nah, maybe not. Because he plays mech. But Brioff played. And yeah, he made it to the finals. He actually played against Ricci twice. But yeah. Ricci just swept through. He didn't lose a match this game. A game.
I want to mention something else about Ricci, that during, like, okay, first thing first, he's a race picker in general. Like, from what he says, he tends to play random on ladder, so like he's generally like fine with every race, and most of the time he's just race picking for the matchup. But in this particular tournament, he happened to play all the races because
and random.
Random. But like he played Zerg like in few matches. He played Terran in the what was it, round of, I don't know, round 3. Then in the first 2 matches he played random, but he always rolled Protoss, or at least like half of the time he rolled Protoss. I think he actually rolled Protoss like 4 games. But like the point is that like during the tournament he played all 3 races. So like it's not that like he's just, good at one race. Like he's actually good at like all 3 of them to the point that he can beat like other people of his level or similar level.
People who don't say what people who play one race.
Yeah. He's been playing really well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rematch next SDR 34.
680. That ties us into the 5th Master Swan.
Yeah, now we can go to Master Swan 5. Which happened last Friday. Am I gonna be the only one to talk? Fine.
Pretty much.
Okay, see, my point was, because Ricci was a newcomer, and like, from being a newcomer, he won 3 SDOs straight. Then he goes into Master Swan, and you're like, oh yeah, he's a diamond. Like, he's probably gonna lose somewhere along the line, like, because he's a diamond, and like, they're master players. But he actually made it to the finals.
He got beaten in the first round, 2-0.
True.
And then the losers bracket just came up.
But in the losers bracket, he actually managed to beat 4 Masters players. And last time I checked, he's Diamond 2, not 1.
Diamond
so
1.
that's actually pretty impressive.
Diamond 1.
Is he Diamond 1 now? Maybe he is now.
Yep, Diamond 1 random.
Yeah. Yeah, because he started laddering more as random.
I really wanted to watch Meisenhower versus Salavant. I was really curious because the last time Meisenhower played, he like swept through MSO. And I think he dropped a map in the finals. Maybe. But like he crushed it. So coming into this MSO, I was like, fuck, like is he gonna crush everyone again? And Meisenhower versus Salavant didn't get casted because they were casting Siegfried versus Panics instead. And Salavant, and Salavant took a game, and I was like, holy shit! Like I was waiting for Salavant to come in through the lower bracket and play him again or something. And then we hit the winners finals, and Siegfried won 2-0, and I was like, what? Like holy shit! Like if you don't know Siegfried, like he was diamonds a couple of months ago.
Start of the year, yeah.
Yeah. Because he signed up for an SDO. He signed up for an SDO, but he couldn't play because he was Masters like two seasons ago. Like it was Masters 3, like he had just hit it and then he went back down to Diamond. But yeah, like beating Meisenhower, like Siegfried, he's like Masters 2 now. Like he's surprised me like like a lot, so much. Like holy shit. But yeah. Then Ricci managed to make it into the finals, which was surprising because I thought that he was just gonna get crushed by Meisenhower, but like something came up, so he forfeited. So Ricci ended up going straight into the finals, and I was like, oh crap, this is actually like pretty good for a Diamond player to make it this far.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty likely that Meisenhower would have stopped him because he's pretty like dominating.
It would have been. We didn't talk about it, but it would have been a best of 3. Like we changed it so the losers finals is best of 3. But it didn't matter anyway because it was a walkover.
Yeah.
I still think Meisenhower would have taken it.
But like as I said, like we can skip the fact that like he actually beat Masters players on the way, so like he's capable of like competing with them. But yeah, like he went really far, and I was really impressed that he went so far. Like I did not expect to see him in the finals, not in MSO.
He didn't either.
Also, speaking about Siegfried, like something that nobody noticed is that's the return of Allen. Like we haven't got any all inspiration players for a while, and now one of them comes and wins. Lumia doesn't count anymore.
Lumia, what are you doing? Exactly. Get him in.
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, Siegfried is like an officer in All-In, maybe, or a captain.
He's like one of the senior members, definitely.
Yeah. And Lumia was in chat cheering for him as well, so it's not like there's like bad blood between him and All-In. Like he was still cheering for him and stuff, which is cool to see. And yeah, Siegfried won.
The game he lost was a game he played mech.
Yeah. I was gonna say, he played mech and then lost, and then he played Bayer for the next 3 games and crushed like the next 2 games. Yeah.
Look, man, not everyone can just play mech, okay?
I would say
you gotta ease yourself into it.
I would say though, when Ryuichi won a game like in the finals, I was like, is Ryuichi actually making it? Is he gonna win an MSO as a diamond? Because that would be pretty hype.
And then see if you play Bayer.
Yup. By the power of Allen.
By the power of 2-on-1.
Given by Allen. Yeah. Will we see continued dominance of Ryuichi? Probably for at least 1 month, because I do believe that he has said that once his semester for school starts again, he won't be able to play any longer. So let's see how he does in the final of summer. That's how it works in America, right? August, just like all that. Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Milk as an American.
Excuse me?
When is summer? When does summer begin? What?
It's already began. It ends.
When does it end?
September? I think.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, you can never be sure after the global warming.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, sign up for SCO 34. We'll see if Space Marine plays again, and we'll see if he manages to beat Ryuichi. I know I want to play again because I want to play against him. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if someone can take him down. And then maybe we'll have a new champion. Nice.
Yeah, light.
Yeah, Milk.
Yeah, I'll go back to you on that one.
Alright. Well, sign up for Duckling 34. We don't have to go to challenge and show the bracket.
Yeah. Sign up.
And that is Duckling Open. Onwards.
So fairly recently, actually don't have it written down.
Are we actually not like advertising Duckling Open 34?
We did.
We just did.
We just did.
But hey, listen.
Production over here.
Yeah, production. Listen to me. I have to handle chat. I have to do everything. But I wanted to do something before we move on.
Right.
Because I was actually asked by someone where to find tournaments. So I just want to show it once as a quick reminder.
Are you gonna
All
plug
right, that thing.
the amateur sign-up page? Is that what you're
That's
doing?
too. But not just that. Okay. Quick reminder. I'm gonna try to be for short. If you're looking for our tournaments in general, we usually make brackets ahead of time. So you can just go to cranky.challenge.com and there you have a list of all tournaments that are currently available, usually like for the whole month. Apart from that, you can check our Google Calendar that should be linked somewhere. If it's not, I can send you a link. Apart from that, you have Twitch events on our channel where you can also check where our events are. Apart from that, you can also follow us on Twitter where we always post an announcement that the tournament is coming or that there is a new video and so on. And obviously, we post all announcements on the Discord. And that's like for our tournament. You want to follow our tournaments. But if you want to follow tournaments in general and like know what you can sign up for, you can check the sign up list that we created on Wikipedia. And I want to mention it also because there was an update recently to like the Wikipedia code. Felix, you stop making fun of me. There was an update to the Wikipedia code and now the countdown, the start date of the event should be displayed in your time zone, basically the time zone you have set in your system. So it should be easier for players to like check the events because up until now we have set everything to Korean time because like that was just easier for us to like just change all the events. But now like the Wikipedia itself is converting the time zone, so you can easily check what is available in the coming weeks. That's what I wanted to say.
It?
You're welcome.
Are you plugging it?
Did you finish?
Yes, I did.
Also, you can write down a note and remind you, and also...
Yeah, you can also message Yakuzaku on Discord, and he will message you personally.
Actually, that's something I've been thinking about. Hey. Yeah,
We're done with this topic. No, we're moving on. We're not doing this.
I'm curious.
No, listen to me for 1 second, because we've been joking about the Kakao Talk Wakey Up service, but actually...
No!
We're not making a Kakao channel that people can join.
You can have public Kakao groups, so I'm tempted.
That reminds me, I need to log in before they deactivate me.
Okay, moving on. Sign up for STF34. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I'm not too sure. But OSC, they had their participation award drawings for the first 6 months. So yeah, it's done. Like a bunch of people got a bunch of money and they got their flights. I can't quite remember everyone who won something. I don't know if you have it somewhere, Kuro. But
no, I don't. I remember that the person who won the flight was Miyomaika.
Yep, Miyomaika won. He won the flight to any event that he chooses.
Also, I'm pretty sure one of the cash prizes went to Psyark, but don't quote me on that.
Yes, Psyark did win a cash prize. The Japanese player.
6-city.
Yeah. But like, I'm pretty fucking hyped that like Miyomaika won because that means we're gonna see him. We're gonna see # Miyomaika builds.
Oh, at some open bracket event?
Yep. At some like
I am
WCS.
Katowice. Let's go.
Yeah. Like it's happening. It's happening. We're gonna see him.
2019. I am Katowice World Champ. Go.
So that's gonna happen. And Eddie, they also announced that they aren't going to do a second one. Like originally, it was planned to do it every 6 months, so it'd be 2 a year. But if I recall, they said that because there are barely any more events in the second half of the year because of BlizzCon and like everything ramping down.
No.
No?
I think what he was talking about was the raffle for supporters, for like the Twitch subscribers and like because the raffle that is for players is divided into like the half year parts. So you have like the January to June, and then you have July till December. And I think for the supporters, like the draw, like the time where you could like join the raffle was longer, and it was supposed to end in like September or something. I don't remember. But because like during the like towards the end of the year there's not many events, Eddie just decided it's better to like make it the whole year, because like even if somebody wins, they have nowhere to go to.
Right. Okay. So there will be a second drawing at the end of the year, right?
Yeah. There will be a drawing.
Okay. So you can continue to participate in OSC events and play, and yeah, you can potentially win.
Anyway, because I'm not sure if I posted this badly MS Paint thing I did, where it's basically Light and Eddie are throwing money at each other.
Oh,
The SCQ
that thing.
community gets to pick up the scraps.
That's the dream.
I should find that picture again. Let me check if I can find it now.
But yeah, talking about OSC events, while Curry looks for that, there's going to be some changes happening when it comes to the C events. So Yaku, you know about this, right? Because I made you sign up. I told you to sign up, right?
Yep. You said sign up, you fuck, and then get in Discord, you fuck.
Yep. What was the event called? What was the name of this event?
It was.
He's gotta remember that, you fuck.
The Hot Big Fuck Cup. No, wait, the Hot Big Cup, number 1.
The Hot Big Cup,
The Hot
organized
Big
by
You fuck cup?
Close. The Hot Big Cup, organized by Hot Big Tit.
Tip or tit?
Tit.
Like with
You
a
know,
T?
like a bird.
Yes, with the T.
Yeah, like a bird.
This is the thing. This is a C weekly. No, sorry, a C bi-weekly tournament.
Or
Yeah.
fortnightly, if you prefer.
Yeah, or fortnightly. And it's also partnered with OSC. So yeah, like C, we have a new tournament. So we lost C weekly, we had ANZ weekly, and now we have Hot Big Tit Cup or Hot Big Cup, whatever you want to call it.
We didn't really lose C weekly. We lost the essence of C. But it's still there. It's still our time zone.
That's
Just
true.
that Europeans and Americans with terrible sleep schedules also get to play.
But now we have another tournament to call out, right? By I think the guy who organizes it, I think he used to organize tournaments back in the day, like back in like Wings of Liberty. And he took a break through Heart of the Swarm, and now he's back running tournaments. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and get Yaku to play in them more often.
Or sometimes I might get a walkover and get into the round of 8.
Yeah. Well, Yaku actually he went further than I did in this tournament because he got a walkover.
Yeah, Quiron, who is a Spanish player, I believe.
Yes, he's Spanish.
Guys, I found
Somehow.
it. I found the
somehow-
picture. Enjoy the picture.
Beautiful.
But yeah,
What
continuing
the
on.
fuck is that?
It's not as artistic, perhaps, but it sends a message.
I'm sure Milk could
It tells a
could
story.
whip up something better.
I feel like you should be Spider-Man.
Me? Aren't you
Yeah.
Spider-Man? Like the copy pasta?
No?
Spam this Dan to help Milk and Cookies the Spider-Man.
That is a very inside joke, though, and the viewers
Very
will never know.
terrible.
The viewers
terrible
will never know.
copy-pasta.
The viewers will
He
never
uses
know.
Widow Mines so often. It's because he uses Widow Mines. It's not that hard.
But yeah. So we have a new tournament for ANZ players who aren't aware. And there's also a change happening with ANZ Weekly. I'm actually not sure if it's ending. So earlier this week, 3 days ago actually, Vodge tweeted that he's not going to be able to cast ANZ Weekly anymore. Like ANZ Weekly was his kind of tournament. Like he was the organizer and he was casting it and stuff. And he said that he won't be able to cut. He phrased it in such a way that said that he won't be able to cast it anymore. But I don't know if someone else is going to be replacing him.
Clear this up for us, Vodge.
Yeah. Like I don't know. So I don't know if ANZ Weekly is ending completely, or if someone else is going to step in, like a Nancy or Steele. I don't know. I don't know if someone else is going to cast.
Steele.
But yeah, Steele, get in contact with Vodge.
Nudge, nudge, poke, poke.
It ended how it should have, with the Demi-Seether finals.
Yeah, I think we were asleep at the time, but I was trying to get you to play in this as well.
I think I was July. Wait, that was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The fuck?
The day after SDA.
The fuck? Oh, this was in the middle of my StarCraft vacation. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. It'll be a shame if it goes away because, again, that was like the other thing that we had
That's our
other than C
thing.
Weekly. Yeah, it was our thing.
First
Yeah,
they took Leo Micah built, now they take our C weeklies. What else is the rest of the world gonna do?
I know, right?
Speaking of the
Yeah.
C tournaments, if you are at least the level of Diamond, you can sign up for WCS Challenger for Montreal.
That's true.
When is that?
When is that?
That is August 11th.
11. Oh, 4 days before the season ends. Okay, I can.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you have to be at least Diamond, so you qualify.
This season.
Yeah, I'm like plat 1 MSR. If this was like in the next season, I would have to like somehow grind out 60 games in one night,
Yeah.
and then I could qualify. It's this season. I'm in.
We got to get Clarion, Lumia, Salvan. We've all got to play. Starduck. Starduck.
All of them. Chadman.
Yeah, actually, I just realized I don't think Starduck messaged me yet. Because for those who don't know, who don't follow our Discord, it's like a running joke, a meme, that Starduck is just always late for our tournaments. Like, he always somehow forgets that there was a
Like
tournament.
2 hours in.
Yeah, like last time, like sometime during the finals, I was like, yeah, I wonder when Starduck is gonna message us.
Something else that's been happening that is pretty recent. It's pretty interesting. Is that all these amateur teams, like we've been talking about, like in VTL and stuff. Some of them have been picking up pro players, which is pretty interesting. Like Micah, Starkiller. He's been around for a while, especially last year. Starkiller got picked up by Psionic Aftermath. It's their first pro pickup, which is pretty sick.
Actually, I don't think you can consider DRG Ling a pro, but He played in GSL Runner 32, and he was on Psyx.
Was DRG-ling on Psyx?
Yeah.
Wait, is Pig not Starkiller?
What?
Oh no,
What?
Pig StarLord. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't
What?
mind me.
What?
Big.
Don't mind
Star-Lord.
me.
Get damn it, Milk. But yeah, Starkiller.
Okay. Starkiller, StarLord. Same
Yeah.
shit.
Starkiller, Star-Lord, StarCraft. Like, God, why don't you pick one?
Uh-huh. But yeah, it's pretty big. Like I don't know if Psyx, if their goal is to become more of like a legit team and like pick up even more players and get like a full roster going. Like I'm not sure what exactly their plans are, but it's pretty cool that they picked up a player and they're paying him a salary and he's repping their team and stuff. Like it's
Once Volt
Yeah.
left, they really had to step
Actually,
it
yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
that comes
yeah.
like to something we mentioned like a while ago. That like the way we announce our players, like we post about our players, and like I wonder how much it's like Psionic Aftermath creating a team, and how much is just them like changing the approach to like the image of the team. Like they actually start posting that they sign up this new person, like this new person is now part of the clan. Like I don't know how serious it is, or if it's just more that like they decided to promote the members more.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly it looks like. I actually don't know if he gets salary from that or not. Maybe he does.
Star-Lord,
I mean,
build us up
I
for
w-
us.
I would assume so because up until recently, Starkiller was on Dust and he had a
Yeah,
salary
yeah.
with them. So.
Maybe.
And it was announced to be a proper team, so I doubt he would join them
Yeah,
if it wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, but
It's a
like
crowdfunded salary.
yeah, we're gonna see how it develops. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
When are we getting
that's-
pro like?
I was actually thinking that
When Claire gets GM.
when they signed Starkiller, I'm like, do we need a pro now? Do we need?
Claire.
Yeah, Claire, get on it. To be fair, if we were gonna sign a pro, it would have been me and Mike. I mean, let's be real. here.
Easy.
Let's be real.
Easy choice.
Yeah. Phoenix Cheers is in chat saying that Psyx are wanting to be a more serious team now. They're trying to transition into that. And something else that Psyx they do is they also host show matches, right?
Yeah, they do.
On
They do?
Africa. Yeah,
On
yeah.
Africa.
They've been doing that for a while now, but like, it's something else that they've been kind of doing in the pro scene specifically.
it was
Psionic
like,
Aftermath
partnership.
generally they've been
Sorry.
pretty active in the scene as a whole. Like they're not just a clan, but like they're doing a tournament here, like they're sponsoring a tournament here. They're like doing show matches. They're doing streams. Now they pick up pro players. Like they are involved in a lot of like different things.
They're getting their tentacles everywhere.
What?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm interested to see in like where they go from here, like what they end up doing, what direction they decide to go in. If they pick up
Very
more
soon there
players.
will be no more teams, only psionic aftermath.
And Phoenix Cheers did mention that Sonic Aftermath picked up Light as well, the Romanian player. Fun fact: I actually played against him last year. we played an SCV rush against each other, and that was the thing. He crushed me, obviously, because he's GM. But yeah,
It actually
Did
happened.
you have to
mean-
change your name to just VIP now?
uh,
I think you broke me. It finally happened.
Going forward.
Well then.
yeah. Also, DSG picked up Miyamika and a bunch of other players, I believe, right?
without them knowing.
I mean, we know officially about Miyamika. I believe Rex was also tweeting about it.
Yep.
And that's like what we know from players officially announcing it.
Bystork as well. Beastork.
I don't know if he announced it though.
Well, she doesn't announce anything. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like I don't follow him
Twitter.
or anything, so I don't know.
His Twitter is private.
Yeah, so we don't have
Okay, so you may or may
source
not.
from his side, to put it that way.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Again, it's kind of cool seeing these amateur teams like come up and sign pro players and potentially try and become something
And
big.
Miyamika.
Yeah, I want to like see what like comes out of this. Like, how will they do in like slightly different environment than like, you know, the clan world? Because clans and teams are very different in the StarCraft world, I would say. Like, the essence is the same, that it's a group of people, but like, team is much more organized than
Some
a
of
clan
them get paid.
is.
Some of them get paid. Some of them are amateurs.
I wouldn't
That's
say
the-
that it's just about being paid. Like, clans in general have different structure that teams do. I mean, to some extent, obviously. And I'm just
generally don't live together.
yeah, that's it. But I'm just curious, like, how the transition will go. Like, how will they figure things out? We'll see.
And everything else set? Oh, sorry, I was distracted. That light was striking.
You guys are horrible.
But yeah, moving on. What's next?
Quickly, go to the notes.
Sorry, I'm looking at Miyamika's Wikipedia. I'm sorry, I got distracted.
The Yaku attention span.
New amateur tournament. Oh, this is the one that Nem was like, yo, pass this around.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know. But yeah, apparently there is a new tournament that's been happening since recently, which is called Mayhem's Diamond Blitz, which is a tournament for diamonds.
Mayhem?
Not diamond and below, not
Mayhem's Diamond Blitz.
That's the name of the guy, and he also one of the rules of the tournament is that he has the right to make fun of everyone playing in it. So just
I like the way he's going.
What?
Why don't we have that as our rule? Why do we always have to be like, yeah, you know, positive reinforcement and
I mean, I make fun of you every time I cast.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
what?
That's just a Yaku thing there.
What?
That's true.
I make fun of light.
What?
What does it say? I'm trying to read the rules.
We're looking for the rules.
He's looking for the make fun of rule.
Yeah, I was looking for make fun of.
It's
rule.
on the very end.
Wait, F3. Ah,
okay.
Mayhem myself's all right. Okay.
Okay.
I just
So
found
does
that
he
point
have, like-
interesting.
Does he have like rights that he can just talk shit about everyone who's in the tournament?
Yeah,
Is that what?
everyone involved, so that includes the admins, presumably.
Can I cast for this tournament also?
Oh god, no!
Get contact.
I
Whoa!
don't know.
Get contact.
Oh,
Like,
God.
is this the face that we want to be like the representation of cranky ducklings?
Yes! I
Right,
do
I
have
quit
to
the
bring up-
team. Now can I go cast?
Can I bring up that screenshot?
What screenshot?
Which one?
The one which is like, who can I? Some guy joined the Discord. Like, who can I talk to organize a clan war? I'm from Vanilla
Oh,
Gaming,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden,
Oh yeah.
folks gonna fuck your brother. I'm not fucking your brother.
Oh yeah. That was a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, these Discord conversations are fun.
Just I should join.
But yeah, this diamond tournament actually has a prize pool, like a fairly big one. First place
yeah,
gets
it's
$25, second 15, and third 10.
That's a big prize pool.
Yeah, but I mean, considering it's an amateur tournament.
Yeah,
like,
for an
hell yeah.
amateur tournament it is.
Like even the Proxy Tempest like Masters tournaments didn't have this much.
It's also
back when they
apparently in Australian dollars.
Yeah, that's Australian. So I guess Mayhem is Aussie, I guess. Or whoever it is that does the payouts.
She wanted me to mention that specifically. The prize is in Australian dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the exchange rate? Like $1 Australian is like half a kangaroo.
What?
What?
Like half a kangaroo is like $1 US.
What? What? Anyway,
Oh, it's $20 US. What's that Singapore?
Anyway,
$20.
Ricci actually won the first
oh yeah,
Mayhem
the first
tournament.
edition of
Nice.
the tournament.
Yeah, and the second edition will be when? August 5th. So
Way too early.
yeah, Sunday.
For me.
Ugh. Shouldn't it be at a decent time for you, like 7 a.m.?
It's like, yeah, check in 7:30 to 8 a.m.
8
Way
a.m.
too early.
God damn it, Yaku. I know. I kind of want you to play this and see how far you make it in.
Yeah,
Um,
fine.
Cause there's actually quite a few like
Do it, Yaku.
regulars. Yeah.
Do it.
Like there's Mini Titan, who's like the New Zealand Zerg player. There's Doubtless. There's Gale Force. There's Ricci. You can take him, Yaku. Come on.
Yeah, fine.
Lumenx.
Do it, Yaku.
I mean, you're assuming Yaku will be awake. As in, like, I don't mean having his eyes open, but like actually awake.
It's cool. I'll get the turmeric coffee.
Oh, God.
Good. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool seeing a new tournament pop up for amateur players. Yeah, hopefully they stick
Again,
around.
this is specifically for the League of Diamond, not like Diamond and below or Diamond and above.
Yeah.
I mean-
and I do.
Truth be told, when I was asking about the level of the tournament, like I said that I'm plat, they didn't mind me like signing up or anything. So probably if you just talk to the admins, they would allow you in.
Yeah. I do hope that they don't get into smurfing issues. Like that's the big reason why amateur tournaments tend to shy away from monetary prizes, because it encourages like smurfs and people that pretend to be diamond to play. So hopefully they avoid all of those issues and the tournament runs smoothly. Yeah, we'll see how they do.
Moving on, we have TLMC.
Yeah, the Team Liquid map contest 11.
This is not very amateur event, but I wanted to mention it because I don't know how much people actually like pay attention to that. But many, if not most, ladder maps that you see nowadays are actually coming from this sort of tournaments. I mean, from this tournament specifically, the Team Liquid map contest. Yeah. So, okay, so the way it works, the map makers submitted their like map entries, like their ideas, their projects that they did. Now, currently, those entries are being judged by the selected judges who are part of the contest. After that, there will be tournament phase, which will be sort of like a testing phase where the pro players will participate in a tournament in which those maps submitted for the contest will be used to like see how they play out when the actual pros play on them. Then there is another short window to like add any like fixes, because sometimes there are bugs, sometimes things don't really work out. Like that's why the tournament, like that's what the tournament is for, to check everything. And then we're getting to the part, which is the reason why I wanted to mention it on the podcast, because on August 13th to August 16th, there will be a public voting phase where you can vote on the maps that you like the most out of all the submissions that made it through the judging phase. Now, what does that mean? Firstly, the top 5, I believe, the top 5 are getting actual prize money for like winning the whole contest. So that's, that's always some nice support to map makers, and like without map makers, we wouldn't have anything to play on, really.
And except for Steps of War and Fruitland, yeah.
Yeah, but in StarCraft, other than like expansion and like balance patches, the maps are really what's making the game. Like all the play styles and many like little details are depending on the maps. So like it's actually important to to firstly to like look into the maps in the first place, but also like to support the map makers who keep submitting those maps so we have something to play on. But also like apart from like the fact that it's a contest and that they actually can win money, is that the finalists there's no like rule about it or anything, but oftentimes like Blizzard chooses the ladder maps out of the finalists of this contest. So like the maps that you see in the finals of the contest may be the maps that you see later on the ladder. So it's good to like look into them early and like maybe vote for those you like more, because maybe like Blizzard looks at it and like this map is liked more, maybe we should like pick that map because many people voted for it or something. It's not always like the winner of the contest is picked for ladder. Like that's not a rule, but still, like I think it would be good for people to like look into it, because I don't know how many people are actually aware like where the ladder maps come from. I hate when you guys do that. I really hate when I get a topic and then I start talking and I finish my sentence and there's just silence.
Your production here, so it's like, we're not sure if we're allowed.
She's just shooting info at us, man. I'm like,
we don't know if we can speak, if she'll like shut us down, like fire us or something.
I'm sorry.
Just gonna say, hashtag feed Avex. That's basically what this tournament is. I think in the last one, or maybe the one before. He didn't
win the last one.
Yeah, the one before, he got like 2 of his maps made it into the top 5, if I'm correct. I think it was like Backwater and something else. But
Redshift.
Yeah, might have been Redshift.
Yeah, Redshift was in the Team Liquid map contest. What else? Lost and Found, I think, was also in the contest. Like most, if not all, maps on ladder nowadays are from the contest. So like that is the preview of what you may see later on ladder.
Yeah, 16-bit was the winner of the last one, if I'm not wrong. So it's safe to make an assumption that at least the winner will more than likely make it in.
Yeah, Pachinko was from Team Liquid map contest as well, I believe.
Like as I said, like almost all of them are, I think, by now. Because like I feel like before it was more mixed, that like there were some Blizzard maps as well, ? But like nowadays, like it's one thing is that like we have enough submissions, but like also the map makers over the years developed a lot of like rules and stuff, and like they have their own community where they like give each other feedback. So like the maps are getting more and more sophisticated. Like they for example, they know that like the threat has to be in such place that it's defended from this side. Like there are a lot of like small details that they pay attention to. So like like the makers, the map makers who are not like part of Blizzard, they are not employees. They are just like fans making maps. They are like good enough that like we don't need Blizzard to make maps. Like there are
because otherwise Blizzard makes maps like freaking what's a bad map?
don't remember. There were some bad maps, but like what I mean is that like they are supplying us like ladder maps, and like they are really like working hard on every detail, so we have like good maps to play on. And I just really want people to appreciate that, because like map makers are one of those parts of the scene that like never get credit. So yeah.
I agree. One last thing about this particular map making contest is there is a challenge for the map makers to make use of, from the last patch, I believe, they added the Renegade missile turret structure, which is
that's a thing.
It's basically a missile turret it's a neutral missile turret that fires at both players.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
it's not neutral, it's hostile.
Yeah. So I'm very curious as to see who will come up with stuff. You know what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna make a map which is all like no air zone, just cause. Gonna be like, try dropping me now.
Yeah, if you watched StarCraft Clan Wars, I believe, Total Biscuit actually had a map that used neutral missile turrets, and it was like around the main, like outside the main. So if you remember that, it worked similar to that. But yeah, it's cool that they brought that in, especially since that was like 2 years ago now, or 3 years ago, when it was the Clan Wars.
It's probably going to be really unlikely that first off, it's really hard. I would imagine anyway that it'd be really hard to make a map which uses this, not just in a way that's balanced, so to speak, but also in a way that, most. Because here's the thing about us as players, we hate change. Let's be real. Well, we don't hate change, but it takes a while to get used to change, I would say.
I mean, speak for yourself. I like fancy maps. No, but like that's a thing that like, especially like pro players don't like when there's too many like new things. Like they prefer just like the most standard map, so they can just focus on like their control, on their like macro, on like the game itself, and like they don't want any like interruption from the background, quote unquote. But yeah, we'll see how it works out.
I'm still hoping that at least one map from this challenge does make it into ladder.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they end up using the missile turrets, because I remember the problem with how they were used in the Clan War map was that it made it really difficult for Zerg players to scout, because the turrets were around the base. So yeah, you couldn't overload scout properly. So that was like a big problem. So it would be interesting to see where or how they end up using these neutral missile turrets, and where they end up putting it, like in the middle of the map, or
Once again, I want to mention something, because I'm actually part of like the map making Discord. Like I assume one of many, but like the active map making Discord. And like I see them talking about like various details that like, without being like part of their conversation, like I probably wouldn't notice this, but like for example, like the map makers pay attention that like there's enough spots for like overlords to hide, like so they're not getting killed every time. So like you have these little like high ground places, like where the ground units don't have vision, and like overlords can park there. Like map makers pay attention to like these details, that like there has to be enough spots like around the base where the overlord can like safely park and stuff. And like without this discussion, like you don't pay attention. You're like, oh yeah, this is just some part of decoration, like somebody put it there. But like actually like every detail on the map like has its own purpose. Like every detail on the map was like actually worked on by a group of people. So it's like there's a lot of work put into it actually that is not visible like at the first glance.
Absolutely. So think a little bit when you think, why is this here in your map? Consider the number factor.
And don't forget to vote when the time comes. One of the reasons why we want to talk about it now, even though the voting period isn't until sometime in August, is that we might not have a podcast before public voting ends.
That is one thing. Like, yeah, that is like why I really wanted to mention it, but also because the tournament will be starting soon. Like, it's literally says July 31st, so that's like tomorrow, in 2 days, depending on time zones. So, like, if you want to see like all the new maps like in action, like how they actually work before like the whole voting process, like you want to see them being actually tested, like you probably should tune into that tournament phase so you can see the pros testing them out.
Yeah, usually Wardy, I believe, is the one who handles the Team Liquid map contest.
I don't know who is who's doing it this time, because like at the time the details are not announced, but I think it changes like who does the tournament. So I guess we're just gonna find out. Like, I'm sure there will be an announcement.
For sure.
More than likely.
So next up, when we're done, we talked about Alpha before, but
Okay, so we can skip this one.
I skipped it, but okay, talk about it.
Wow.
Listen. You want another behind the scenes detail? Because Light decided to help me and he prepared a list of topics, and then he's like, you can change the order. And then he does the order his own way anyway. Like, okay.
You meant to change the order on the Google Drive, on the Google sheet, but you didn't.
I changed it in the summary.
Get in.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
But yeah, earlier we were talking about, potential team leagues, and Alpha Team League Season 12 is starting up. Sign-ups are open. So
The one that we're not signing up for.
yes, the one that we're not signing up for, but, other teams can. We mentioned how this season they're expanding their American divisions. So there's going to be an American amateur tournament. There's going to be an American pro and an American semi-pro. Sorry, not semi-pro, just pro and amateur. So yeah, now they're catering a bit more to American teams. They're expanding to the West a bit. And yeah. So now even more teams can participate and play. And I feel like Alpha, it's one of the more well-run leagues. Their website is actually pretty good. And it's also how we got introduced to the StarCraft 2 casting tool as well. Like, yeah, they're pretty
because
well-run.
Changed our lives.
no, but seriously, because they are working with the guy, like, so it's easier to set up stuff thanks to that. But yeah, like, they run the tournament really well. Like, as Slide mentioned, like, the site is really well done, and like the admins are very active, and like every time like there is a bug or an issue, like you usually get response from admins like within hours, if not minutes, and like they generally like do their job very well. So like it just looks very clean and polished, is what I want to say.
So go sign up for that.
Yeah, if we could, or if we had the players, we would sign up for it. But yeah, alas, if we did, I feel like we would just we wouldn't do as well as we would in, say, VTL. They don't cater as much to platinum players or low diamond players.
Which is why, that was the whole reason why we decided to play in VTL Season 2 as opposed to ATL Season 11, question mark?
Yeah, for sure.
Towards the end of ATL, our run anyway, it was light, milk, Mikata.
Yeah.
Up against like diamond, a full 4-diamond, mid-high diamond team.
And now the MMR has raised, so now it isn't diamond anymore. It's Masters 3. So now it's mainly Masters 3 players that are playing. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to do as well as we did even in Season 11 or Season 10 actually. But yeah. So yeah, if you're a part of a team or if you have a small clan or something, then sign up for Alpha. They're really good.
Yeah,
we recommend.
And if that is done,
We have one more topic. We're almost done. We passed 3 hours a while ago. The sun
let's
is
go for
rising.
4. Let's go.
Sun is rising. I can already see the light.
The sun is rising. Jesus Christ.
Whose fault is this?
It's your fault,
Hashtag
Milk.
blame
It's your
Milk.
fault,
What
me.
did I do?
God damn
You
it,
live
Milk.
in this
It's
weird
afternoon
time
for
zone.
ya.
We could have done it earlier. Light's the one who's like, let's do it at 4 p.m. your time. And I was like, okay, I guess. Whatever.
That would have been too
Like-
early for Yaku. Because I wanted
No,
Yaku to get
wouldn't
some
have.
rest.
Yaku
didn't
was
know you were
awake for
gonna-
like 6 hours.
I didn't know that he was going to pull an all-nighter and stay up. Okay?
I didn't.
It's
I slept.
Yaku.
I didn't. I slept at 8 p.m. and I woke up 3 hours later and couldn't go back to sleep.
God damn it,
Of
Yaku.
Of course Yaku would do that. It's fucking Yaku.
That's why I had to break out the turmeric coffee.
Do you want to tell the viewers about your creation?
No. Finish the topic. We'll talk about it at post show.
Okay. Oh yeah, because we're doing that show much, right?
Okay, last topic. A new talk show started up. Kind of. I say kind of because DankShrine, if you don't know who DankShrine are, they would interview pro players. Famously, they interviewed Koreans. You know, they'd interview Innovation, Sue, TY, Stats, Solar. You know, like big Korean names. Yeah. But Toast, the CEO, the organizer, the leader. Anyway, Toast.
The big boss.
Yeah, big boss. He has kind of been busy because he's branched out and he's started his own pro team, Scythe Esports. And because of that, he hasn't really had a lot of time to focus on his talk show. So he's passed the talk show on to Dallas. And if you don't know who Dallas is, I don't blame you.
Because nobody knows who he is in a
No.
way, so
Yeah, that's the meme. That's the meme. Everyone's like, "Who the hell is Dallas?" And yeah, he went with the meme, and he
Is that
started
why
up his
he's
new.
making this in the first place?
Yeah, he's made up the talk show, and it's called "Who the Hell Is," and then the name of the guest. I think
Duddles?
that's how it works. Yeah, Duddles. Yeah, I actually learned that
Well.
his name was Duddles. I thought it was Duttless, but then he actually said his name.
Yeah. Duddles.
He's going to focus on introducing kind of lesser known people in the community and interviewing them. So he started off, the first episode was with Falcon Paladin. I feel like most people recognize the name. You know, he casts a lot on YouTube. And he also casts with the Gauntlet guys, I believe. And yeah, it's really cool because he's going to be casting. He's going to be interviewing Cyan next.
yeah, Cyan Esports
And-
is next.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's going
Not the Chinese
to
player.
not the Chinese player, the American player,
Canadian.
Player question mark?
Canadian
Player?
right.
Canadian question mark? Player question mark?
Science a player?
I mean, he does play
I
the
mean,
game.
he plays.
I mean, he's diamond. He's diamond 3, I think. Yeah, Yaku could probably beat him.
Shots
All right.
fired.
Oh, let's get a show
Go,
that's
man.
going. Let's do it.
Sure,
Let's
man.
do it.
Actually,
Let's go.
Cyan tends to follow Ducklings at least like as much as he can.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he was up for the show match. So just saying.
But would he be up as in awake?
No.
Are you?
Probably.
But yeah, he's Dallas has also mentioned that he wants to, or he's already mentioned that he's going to interview people from OSC as well. I know that he's
Steal.
planning to maybe steal. I hope so. He's planning to interview like Azalus, and I know he wants to interview Phoenix Tears at some point. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he's doing this, and I can't wait for him to see
NC question mark?
And it, I hope so.
I mean,
And
there
then he needs to be
is
out
there
there.
is a whole list of people that like he will or he wants to interview. So we'll just see like what comes next.
Where's
Yeah.
Milk on that list? Famous from Livy B streams and what's his name? Real Gravity tweets. Is Milk on that
Why am I
list?
famous from Livy V streams? I don't understand this.
And
I don't know,
Fender.
for some reason. And Fender streams.
What? First, why does Livy V have to come? I don't understand. I didn't do jack shit in that stream.
For
Isn't that
some
your
reason
thing?
you got recognized.
Yeah.
From who?
I think Jordan. Just
Yeah,
Jordan?
yeah. When Just Jordan, when he was was it Jordan or was it KJ? I can't. Was Jordan? Yeah. When
It
he
was
was casting you, he was like, "Yeah, I know Milk and Cookies from Livy B's stream." And we're like, "What?"
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah. Our Phoenix Steers in chat. He did just say that he and Tom
Nice.
are going to be interviewed at some point.
Nice.
We'll keep an eye
Together or
out.
separately?
Oh.
It's a good question.
So that is up for me, Phoenix. Tease.
Yeah. And maybe
I mean,
maybe he'll interview Yaku as well.
I mean, if they interview like both of them at the same time, we won't be able to tell who's speaking. So
They'll have their webcam on.
Yeah, webcam.
nobody caught my
Except
joke.
then they'll
I'm
have-
disappointed.
Except they'll have super bushy beards, so when they move their mouth, you actually can't see it. So then you still can't tell. Eh?
Mm.
I'm sorry, please don't kill me.
Oh dear. But yeah, like you should tune into that.
Absolutely.
Just look up DankShrine Productions on YouTube or Dattles on Twitter.
Also, a
and
lot of
find out.
also a lot of very interesting. I mean, even the pro player. I mean, first off, watch this because I may be biased, but I think you should check out the amateur scene and the people behind the amateur scene. But even like the pro interviews are really interesting. A lot of little tidbits that you don't get elsewhere.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, Milk. I think we made it. How long has this gone on for?
Why are you like,
long.
yeah,
So,
milk? Why are you like,
we
yeah, milk? We
had
made it. It's
3
like late
hours.
evening form.
We
It's
had
like in the
3
evening
hours,
form.
29 minutes.
It's not that bad. What's our
For
longest?
three
podcast?
This one.
episodes. Yeah, for 3 episodes, I thought we were gonna go till like 2 more hours.
Mhm.
That coffee is still in Yaku's system. He hasn't given up yet.
Okay, it's that turmeric.
It's a fucking
Okay.
permanent night.
Do you now want to tell the viewers what you put into your coffee?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. It'll be a secret forever.
You will
Guys,
never
he
know.
put turmeric in his coffee.
I wonder
Turmeric.
how they could have guessed.
God damn it! Why?
You think
It's a
turmeric is the
synergy.
worst part? Turmeric doesn't taste like anything. It's the fucking cayenne that's weirding me out.
It
Cayenne.
gives
Why are
you
you
a
having?
kick. It
Why are you
gives
having
it a
spicy
kick.
coffee, mate?
No, you don't like dump cayenne and you only put like half a teaspoon. Gives it a
How much
kick.
turmeric then you put in it?
Like a teaspoon.
Why are you putting more turmeric than cayenne?
That's how you ratio it.
Is it?
So like, do you stir it or does it like get all sludgy
Yeah, I
on the
stir it.
bottom? Is it sludgy all on the bottom?
Yeah?
Did you lick up the sludge?
No.
End the stream. End the stream. And then we're done. We're
Where
done.
is this conversation
We're
going?
done. We're done.
Wait,
We're
so
done.
is it an iced coffee or is it hot coffee?
It's not. I mean, now it's cold because it's been 3.5 hours.
I'm done. Can we leave?
Thank you for joining us. Yaku, where can we find you and your turmeric coffee?
Twitch.tv/PhoenixTears45. Overwatch and StarCraft, sometimes FIFA, and every now and then got a little bit of a Hitchhog stream. You should check out the Hitchhog. He's very cute. Twitter.com at CatatonicSC2. You should tweet there like Yaku sends his regards. That's CatatonicSC2 on Twitter.
Why do you have two different usernames for? You know what? Never mind.
it's Yaku. It's Yaku. Kura, where can we find you?
I stream StarCraft.
Why do you have this?
Yeah.
Why do you have the same name for both?
Shut the fuck up, Yaku. God damn it. Milk, where can we find you?
You can.
Hey, you know what's the best part? I was muted.
God damn it, Kurt.
No, she wasn't. Wait, was she?
Yeah, I
think so.
was, because I'm muting in OBS.
Oh my god. Have you been muted this whole time?
No, just
Okay.
for the flags.
Stream.
Just for the flags.
You can find me at twitch.tv/60 squad Sanseki, and at Twitter at twitter.com at 60 squad Sanseki.
What?
I think
Close enough.
it's close
60
enough.
Squad S on Twitter.
60 squad S.
Because Twitter doesn't like long names.
Yeah, cool. I
Send
remember you
me
on Twitter.
send me pictures of chorizo, because I've been into that.
What?
Jesus
What?
Christ.
What?
Light, where can we find you?
You can find me at twitter.com. Wait, where? You can follow me at Twitter at Milk and Cookies with 4 S's. 4 S's?
Why are you questioning it?
Four S's. Yeah, because fuck the guys who had 1, 2, and 3, right? But don't fully fuck them, because I actually have Milk and Cookies with 3 S's on Twitch, so you can watch my stream there. I cook sometimes and I stream sometimes, but not recently because I've been getting fucked in school. So yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck. Yeah, and also send me pictures of red hot dogs, because I'm into that recently.
What do you mean recently? I've always been into that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know where this stream is going. Like with every minute, I just lose faith that this is ever gonna be normal.
Maybe you should get some rejuvenating coffee like Yaku. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Oh,
We'll
God.
see you in a month or two, whenever we.
Yeah, whenever
another
we
one.
decide that Milk can
But
be
we have to
allowed on
raise the
stream
bar.
again.
We're gonna.
When he's
do
off,
that.
when he gets off of probation.
It's 5 a.m. It's the next day. It's fucking rip. Bye.
It's almost.
We love you guys. Cheer for us in VTL.
Mwah.